Alrighty, hold up. Let me get everything set up. Right now we do have a particularly strong tornado on the ground. A strong tornado seems to be in progress. This is WTS Live Coverage out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Again, we were gonna do it. We were gonna do a full stream, but I overslept. But yeah, right now we are now live for this tornado that is on the ground. A PDS tornado warning has been issued. This is north of San Angelo, Texas. Moving due south-southeast. So again, if you're anywhere north of San Angelo, you need to seek shelter immediately. And again, that looks to be a very strong tornado developing at this current time. And if that is not on the ground, that is about to be on the ground. We also do have another tornado warning, another observed warning for Plainview. A confirmed tornado was confirmed by weather spotters, moving northeast, moving east at 25 miles an hour. It will be in effect until 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We're going live on this. Alrighty, we're in. Alrighty. Yeah.
Real quick, we got breaking news. Another observed tornado.
Yeah, I just covered that.
Lovely.
Yep.
Yeah. So again, this is our current situation. We have a potentially strong to intense tornado developing near San Angelo, and another one that just got warned near Plainview.
I'm telling y'all right now, if it continues on this path, it could hit San Angelo.
It looks like it's moving more eastward according to the new track.
Just watch it.
Yeah, watching it. We're currently watching it. It looks like it's moving more eastward instead of southeast, which we're hoping that does, because that means it would take it away from San Angelo long term. Right now. Alrighty. But yeah, right now that is our current tornado right there. Very strong rotation. Thankfully over the rural parts of Texas right now, just south of Robert Lee, Texas. I was going to cross the highway here soon. And keep in mind, the reason why we have no debris signature is because it's currently not hitting anything. But it is definitely on the ground. If it's not, it's about to be a very violent tornado on the ground.
Yeah. And given its close proximity to it's getting closer to the radar, so these velocity scans, that means these are getting closer to the ground. And this tornado possibly had, well, right now it's got gate-to-gate velocities around 200 miles an hour. As it gets closer to the radar, they've been going up, so I just really hope this steers away, because this is not something that anybody needs to deal with.
Yeah, and again, right now, I'm going to give you some information on the storm to the north. This is a tornado warning that's in effect until 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time, moving east at 25 miles an hour. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground by weather spotters. This does include Plainview and Seth Ward, which are directly in the bullseye of this tornado warning. So if you're in Plainview and Seth Ward, you need to seek shelter in an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. We're going to go back down to the south here, where we could see this tornado long term, if it's actually moving more east, affect areas of Shawville and Tennyson if it does continue to move in that general direction. Again, right now you can see that hole in the radar right there with all that rain wrapped around it. That means it's completely rain wrapped at this point, so you will not be able to see it. So again, do not try seeing this tornado, as this tornado is very likely rain wrapped at this time now, based off the new radar scan that we have. This is going to be approaching the highway here south of Robert Lee. We'll eventually cross, the highway there south of Robert Lee, and then we could see that long term go for places like Orinet, Tennyson, and maybe if it actually went more eastward, Shawville. San Angelo, we are seeing this for you people in San Angelo, Texas. This is going to be moving. It looks like it's moving more eastward, so we're hoping that stays the case. Because if that is the case, then that will stay away from you. But again, please keep a close eye on this tornado at this current time. Storm Team, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, we got some new information that just came in with this storm. So, shoot, I'm losing my words right now. Sorry. I'm a little tired. So the new velocity scan just came in, and currently the VROT just hit a new peak at 75 knots. So typically that's where you start to announce that this is potentially a violent situation if there's a tornado on the ground with this.
Yeah, and again, you can see that drop off in the radar right where that tornado is. So you can basically see the tornado on reflectivity. And, yeah, again, this is a very rain-wrapped storm.
Hang on. That could be... Let me just confirm my suspicion real quick. That's a vortex hole starting to develop.
Yeah,
that's a vortex hole. That is not good.
So yeah, if you remember a few days ago, we had a vortex hole, and that normally associates with more violent tornadoes.
Yes, and what a vortex hole is pretty much where the center of the tornado is. That's where the most intense part of the tornado is right there. So,
yeah, where that drop-off is.
Definitely not a good thing to be saying.
Yeah, where that drop-off is, where it goes from the reds down into the yellows and greens.
Oh boy, I really hope this doesn't hit.
Yeah, and again, right now that's going to be crossing the highway here soon. Again, for the record, this is moving southeast at 15 miles an hour. Looks like it's moving more east, but the main thing I want to point out is that this is a very slow-moving storm. It looks like very strong winds are likely crossing onto the highway right now at this time before the tornado hits.
We have new information.
Go ahead, Storm Team.
So they just corrected their PDS warning. Trained weather spotters have confirmed that this tornado is on the ground right now.
Yeah. Looks like they might, I think they might issue a new warning that includes more areas eastward of the warning, including Tennyson.
Yeah.
Considering how this looks like it's moving more to the east-southeast rather than the southeast.
I really don't like this storm.
And again, yeah, that scan looks very concerning. Again, first of all, that vortex hole, which was confirmed by Storm Team. Again, that's normally associated with more violent tornadoes. That a velocity on the right, that is a clear sign of a strong tornado. And on top of this, the way this radar is, it looks like this tornado is very rain-wrapped.
Well, the velocity just got stronger on this storm.
Yeah.
We're currently now with gate-to-gate rotational velocities of the storm at 192.4 miles.
Yeah, and again, if you're on the highway down there, like there's no real structures you can pull into. So as a last resort, you want to get into a ditch. Because right now that tornado
VROT is currently 84.
Yeah, because right now that tornado is about to be directly on the highway here, probably within the next few minutes. And yeah, again, there's really nothing you can pull into if you're on that highway. So as a last resort, head into a ditch if available.
You know, vortex hole is holding. It's been there for a couple frames now, so that's definitely not a good situation. Oh, it got stronger.
Yeah, and again,
we currently have 109.6 touching 104. So now we just got over 200 miles per hour on the gate-to-gate velocities.
Yeah, 200 miles an hour. So again, every single front confirms a strong tornado is in progress at this current time.
I am currently watching Reed Timmer's stream, and he has a tornado on the ground right now. He is streaming tornado, and winds are currently going crazy. Trees are blowing over.
Can you send a link to the stream? I can't share it on here, but I want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, send a
It's
link to
getting
the
pretty windy
stream.
in his area.
Yeah, so I'll relay what we have over there onto the stream, but again, I can't share video.
Alright.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna get you guys updated on the new potential strength of the tornado here in just a sec. I gotta get the calculations done.
yeah, and again, I do want to go ahead and get our viewers in plain view updated on this tornado warning that's observed. That tornado warning is still in effect, again, until 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We are tracking that, normally a tornado like that would be at the end of the storm here, where the red square is. And we'll be
Alright.
tracking that near southern Plainview, Texas. So again, that's something we'll
Reed
keep an
is
eye
in
on.
it. Reed is in the tornado.
Yeah, please send the stream link, Storm Team.
It's in weather coverage.
Alrighty. If you hear Reed talk, it's because I have the stream pulled up, but I'm gonna mute it like as soon as I can.
Alright. I got the new intensity. It has gate-to-gate rotational velocity winds right now at about
The
100,
industrial grade
200, 214 miles per hour. Now, take in mind, this is roughly 2,000 feet off the ground, so this is not surface winds. Still a violent tornado, though, to be dealing with. I'm gonna get you all the VROT real quick. Alright, so
And this is on top of the highway right now as we speak. I can't share it on the stream, obviously, but Reed is pretty much directly near it.
alright, the VROT has jumped up to 93 knots now.
Yeah, Reed is basically in it at this time.
Yeah.
So again,
Vortex hole is holding, and it looks like it's getting stronger. It's
Okay.
getting more yellow.
yeah, and I'll go ahead and leave the link to Reed's stream if you want to have that double boxed. So yeah, that is
Yeah.
Reed down on the ground. I can't share it on the stream, but if you do want to have that opened up as well as our stream, that you can do that. So yeah, it's currently in the chat if
National
you
Weather
want to see
Service
Reed's
just
stream.
issued another PDS for the storm.
Yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and call out the new areas there in that warning. I'll go ahead and call them out here. Right now,
Good news, it shifted east.
yeah, it's shifted eastward, but I'm assuming that would now include places like Tenningston.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, we're waiting for that to pop up here. But again, right now, we are tracking what appears to be a
Reed
pretty
is
strong
getting
tornado.
extreme wind.
Okay, yeah, and by the way, this is around the time where we need to speak one at a time and don't cut each other off. But again, right now, a strong tornado seems to be developing at this current time. Yeah, that new tornado warning just popped up. That is a particularly dangerous situation that includes Broinette, Shawville, Tenningston, and Northern Orient. And that is moving. The new information says moving east at 20 miles an hour. That will be in effect till 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And again, this is a strong tornado developing at this time. I have it so that I can watch Reed's stream, so I can relay to you what's happening there. It looks like it's completely glitching out right now after it was extreme winds. Yeah, extreme winds. There's trees down on the stream. He is basically right near it at this time as it crosses the highway here. And yeah,
Alright.
that vortex hole is still visible at this current time. And again, right now, I'm trying to relay to you what Reed is seeing. Reed is, yeah, there's trees down. Extreme winds are occurring at this time.
Reed did say that they got winds at least up to 140 miles per hour.
Yeah, that is a strong tornado.
So we have at least an EF3 intensity tornado on the ground right now.
Yeah, and again, that vortex hole right now is still present as it's crossing the highway as we speak. Yeah, this is a very dangerous situation. So if you're in Tennington, Shawville, and any other areas in the warning, you need to seek shelter immediately. This is a very strong tornado on the ground, and it continues to be a strong tornado on the ground. This is fairly long tracked.
Yeah, Reed is also calling this a violent tornado too.
I don't know how to conceive a tornado from where he's at.
He got hit by it.
Doesn't mean it's a tornado. It could just be damaging straight line winds.
I don't think
Well,
you're
how
getting
would
damaging
that-
straight line winds like that for that long.
No,
period of time to
definitely not
140 plus.
wildfire. Definitely not.
This is a violent tornado on the ground right now.
Yeah, and again, I did leave the, I'm actually going to pin it. I did leave the link to link stream in the
There's a
description.
vehicle rolled over on the road.
Yeah, there's a vehicle rolled over on the road. Yeah, so you do have damage. Yeah, Reed's got to check in there for someone. But yeah, again, that just crossed the highway. We'll keep you updated live as this strong tornado continues to be in progress at this time. And again, in the chat, that is the link to Reed's stream. So you can have that double box along with ours. We're getting you information as fast as we can. But yeah, again, if you are in the areas of Tennington and Shawville, seek shelter immediately. You have a strong tornado heading near you, and again, he has a car down, rolled over on the road.
Alright, they're currently out assessing the person right now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a car rolled over on the road from when that tornado, from when Reed was right near it.
Oh yeah, I could see the inflow of that tornado. That's
Yeah.
a large tornado on the ground.
Yeah, and again, I want to point out for our viewers, even if you don't get directly hit by it, the RFD and inflow from the storm can still be enough to cause major damage. Sometimes that
Yeah.
RFD and inflow can be enough to cause strong tornado damage by itself. And so again, even if you don't get hit by it, that's still going to be a major issue. And yeah, that's basically right over the highway. It's barely moved from the highway. It seems to be moving at a snail's pace at this current time. But yeah, right now Reed is trying to assist the people that are in trying to assist people there. And right now we'll keep you updated. But again, yeah, that tornado is moving at a snail's pace. I'm going to zoom out here so you can get a general understanding of what is happening out here, including that observed tornado warning that's still in effect for Plainview. So again, if you're in Plainview, Texas, you need to seek shelter immediately as a tornado was confirmed by weather spotters. But the elephant in the room will be the elephant in the room is this strong tornado southeast of Robert Lee, moving east at 20 miles an hour, and it looks like it's moving slower than 20 right now, but it could always pick back up in speed. So again, this is a very slow moving tornado.
That vortex hole is the most prominent it has been so far. It is very yellow.
Yeah, and again, we do have some we were hoping for the best here, but it looks like there was some structures in the path of that might have gotten hit. So again, we need everyone, we need all those chasers down there to see if anything got hit out there. It looks very rural, but I did see a few structures and satellite imagery that could have been hit. So again, we need people out there as soon as possible.
It does look like the tornado has sped up a little bit. It's moving east at 20.
Yeah, right now it's been like right over the highway there, but now it looks like it finally fully crossed where that vortex hole would be. Again, the velocity is slightly behind, but that should fix itself here soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, look. So for right now, look on your left for the viewers at home, and where that drop off is into the greens. That is where your tornado would be, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Okay, there we go. It finally updated. But yeah, right now that is a very strong tornado on the ground. And again, there's nothing showing our debris tracker just because of how rural this is. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground. So again, we will not be checking our debris tracker just because of that.
I have some new information from the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center.
Go ahead,
They
Storm
did
Team.
issue a small mesoscale discussion for this storm, and they too were also noticing the reflectivity eye, otherwise known as a vortex hole. So that also confirms my suspicion of the vortex hole. So, and they also say that peak rotational velocities of in excess of 90 knots were also observed with the storm, which is the VROT. So looks like we've been doing everything right so far, which is good.
Yeah, and again, that's going to be a strong tornado. I mean, I keep repeating myself, but there's no other words to describe it. This is a strong tornado that's going to be moving its way. Looks like it looks like it might go in between Shawville and Tennyson. We could always dip more south towards Tennyson. Yeah, we're going to play back the radar there so you know where it's going right now. And that is a, yeah, Reed has some pretty major tree damage.
Yeah.
We did have that strong tornado go through the highway there. Looks like Reed found another car that got drove off the road.
Yep, and there is somebody in it too.
Yeah. Yeah, and that report just came in. I mean, we already seen it from Reed's stream, but again, that report just came in with the only words being said being very large tornado.
Based off what I've seen on Reed's stream, I would. It looked rain wrapped, but I could definitely see part of the tornado. It did look like a very large tornado.
Yeah, and again, right now that will be the tornado on your screen right now as it's crawling at a snail's pace to the east.
It does look like that vortex hole is starting to close up, so it does look like this tornado is losing some steam, but this is still a very life-threatening situation. I would still watch this storm for a while, as it could re-intensify. Yeah, that velocity still looks quite intense. Still violent. Oh,
Yeah.
new report just came in as of a couple minutes ago. They're reporting a very large tornado on the ground still.
Yeah.
So that further confirms my suspicions of a wedge.
But yeah, again, that's gonna be moving to the southeast towards in between Shawville and Tennyson, but it could always dip down south towards Tennyson or turn more east towards Shawville. So if you're in Shawville and Tennyson, you need to seek shelter immediately.
Alright, they're continuing the tornado warning. It is still PDS, with also tennis ball size hail. It'll remain in effect till 5:30 this afternoon, so we still got another 32 minutes to go with this storm, probably longer.
Yep.
They say that it is located over the intersection of Highway 208 and Ranch Road 2662, and it's moving east at 10 miles per hour, so the tornado is starting to slow down again.
So yeah, again, and I don't want to neglect our viewers up to this to the north. So I just want to quickly brief our viewers up to the north here with that tornado warning.
Alright.
Yeah, so let me go bounce up to Plainview, where we have that warning
Is that
still in
on the
effect.
ground?
Yeah, that
Okay,
warning is still in effect. See if they're continuing it. Yeah, it looks like it might expire in 2 minutes. They might let that one drop. Yeah, I think they might drop that warning here soon. So yeah, because I don't see much rotation on it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, so again, this is if they do decide to drop that, this will be our only tornado warned storm, for right now. Also, it looks like it might be trying to occlude right now. It seems like it's curving more to the northwest. It seems like it's curving, which is normally indicative of a tornado that is occluding.
Yeah.
So again, we are hoping for the case. It looks like that vortex hole is starting to fade away. It's now back into the yellows.
Yeah. And it also looks like the velocity is getting weaker too.
So yeah, we are hoping that means that the tornado is occluding. But again, if that occluding is more longer tracked and Robert Lee, that might get dangerously close to you. And I do want to point out, all around it, we have pretty large hail or very gusty winds, probably both.
Yeah.
All around the tornado, so it is very dangerous all around the tornado, and of course in the tornado as well. Yeah, right now we might be seeing a tornado trying to occlude right now, as we're seeing that curve more towards Robert Lee, which is normally indicative of a tornado starting to occlude when it suddenly starts shifting.
I missed some amazing. I just came back. I must have missed some amazing mesoscale evolution because.
Vortex hole.
Yeah, and Reed had.
Sorry,
Yeah, and Reed was in it too. Reed was in it and had flipped cars and stuff.
Yeah, Reed said he captured at least 140 mile-an-hour winds in the tornado.
Yeah, and again, right now, yeah, we are starting to see an occluding attempt at this time. I think that is confirmed at this point. We are hoping that it's successful and doesn't try to form in a meso handoff of some kind.
Yeah.
Which is basically when the storm transfers its main rotation over to a new one and continues from there. But right now, it looks like we still have that tiny vortex hole still. But again, right now, it is taking a sudden shift to the northwest, which is normally indicative of a including tornado. So Robert Lee, you need to seek shelter right now, as you might be impacted by an including tornado, and it could still be on the ground by the time it gets to you.
Oh yeah, that vortex hole is starting to pop back out, and more of the bright yellows again.
Yeah, and again, as you can see, that is moving more northwest.
Oh yeah, it is. It's curving right towards Robert Lee. Oh.
And, yeah, and keep in mind, we do have some storms to the west that are currently merging of this one. I'll probably have to check in with Tristan if that is a destructive or constructive merger.
I really hope that weakens before it gets to Robert Lee.
I hope that's a destructive merger.
Yeah, Tristan.
The velocity just got stronger.
Yeah, and Tristan, as soon as you're able to confirm, can you tell us if that is a constructive or something that helps with the storm, or a destructive, something that kills the storm, kind of merger?
I'm gonna say this right. It doesn't matter, because that tornado is too intense to die immediately.
No, like longer term.
So if you're
longer
in
term.
Lee, it
Tristan.
doesn't matter if it's
Tristan.
It doesn't matter. What's up?
Tristan, I said longer term.
Longer term, oh, definitely destructive. For the tornado, for large hail, that's constructive.
Alrighty.
So if,
yeah.
if you are in Robert Lee, this is not gonna be destructive enough to get the tornado off the ground immediately. In fact, with the looping it's doing, it might be doing a failed inclusion, and I hope it's not doing that. But just in case it is, you need to get in a safe place now. Lowest room, near the center, away from windows.
Basement
no
if you
mobile
got
homes or
one.
vehicles. Helmet, Parcel shoes. Don't be driving them out Robert Lee.
Yeah, again, if do not drive.
like-
Again, do not drive, because we got in multiple photos from Reed that showed flipped cars all over the highway. And again,
Most
right
deaths
now,
occur in mobile homes or vehicles.
yeah, if you're in a mobile home,
Tornado.
yeah, if you're in a mobile home, you need to evacuate immediately to a more substantial shelter. And you need to do that now, as time will be running out. And again, if that makes it to Robert Lee, because right now Robert Lee is directly in the crossfire of this tornado as it's starting to curve northwest, which we would normally see of an occluding tornado, but so far it is not occluded yet, and that could always go right through Robert Lee before it fully occludes.
Yeah. Hey guys.
We got a new report with this. This storm's also doing baseball size hail 2.75.
Yeah, baseball size hail.
Really
News.
Tristan, let Storm Team go ahead. Go, Storm Team.
Velocity is getting stronger on both sides. It's not weakening.
Yeah,
It's
which is
strengthening as it heads towards Robert Lee.
which is a very
We got a
bad
new
sign.
Yeah.
Got a new rotation also. This is south of that main circulation. There's another storm trying to hook Echo right now.
And it's also producing baseball-sized hail still. Yeah, that vortex hole is staying there. I don't like that.
Yeah, and again,
This
that's
is about to hit. You guys got maybe 5 minutes before this hits you guys. I know it's moving at 10 miles an hour, but it's gonna be there soon. It's not too far from you guys.
that's gonna be.
This tornado is only 2 miles away.
I do want to point out for our people in Robert Lee, even if the tornado does lift by the time it gets there, you're still gonna get damaging winds from the mesocyclone, and hail on top of
very.
that.
Yeah.
So again, even if this tornado lifts by the time it gets there, it's still going to be very damaging winds. So either way, you need to treat it as a tornado and seek shelter now.
Yeah, RFD winds in this could easily be 70 to 90 miles an hour.
Yeah,
So,
the
Which is
RFD.
very destructive.
Yeah, the RFD can be as strong as a strong tornado. We have seen that happen before, where entire roofs have been ripped off from RFD, and again, from Reed Stream, which of course we can't share, it showed a very powerful inflow winds and very powerful RFD.
if I'm correct, this is the only one on the ground.
Yeah, this is the only
Right
one on
now.
the
I know
ground
we had one earlier.
in
we
Plainview,
had
but
one
that was
earlier,
since dropped.
south. Okay, because we did have it confirmed earlier. South.
Yeah, that vortex hole got more yellow, more bright color going in.
Yeah, which is good because we were hoping
this
that
storm
remains
failed its occlusion,
increasing
basically.
towards the reds, but yeah, it looks like that now drops back down to green again, which is
Alright.
bad.
The PDS tornado warning continues. It continues to be for an observed large extremely dangerous tornado, and now
Yep.
baseball-sized hail.
Gotta be
It's
honest
moving
here.
northwest at 15 miles per hour.
I'm gonna be honest here. That
What?
should be a tort after everything.
Hey, what?
That should be a Tory.
That's not a populated area.
Greensburg wasn't. They did Tory.
I'm not sure that this tornado is strong enough for this population of an area. Guys,
Fair
good
enough.
news.
Yeah, velocity is
do
dying out.
wanna
Okay,
say,
guys,
though,
keep
that
in
if we
mind, we gotta speak one at a time, or else people will start to be muted.
Okay.
Thank God the velocity is weakening. It
Yeah, but
weakened
again-
significantly from the last round.
Yeah, Robert Lee, you still need to remain in your safe spots. This tornado is very rain wrapped, so you will not be able to see it. The only way Reed was able to see it, yeah, the only way Reed was able to see us because he was less than a mile away from the tornado.
Alright, we got a new report just came in. Tree limbs knocked down and cars flipped south of Robert Lee, Texas.
And again,
Right
right
where
now,
the tornado had just passed.
and again, we're hoping that it remains weakening as it tries occluding.
We got a gamma discussion.
Yeah, it's been there. We were. Go.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, yeah, gamma discussion. Gamma discussions are only referring to supercells capable of intense to violent tornadoes.
Or lines of storms.
Really? That can happen? I didn't.
Yeah. They did some for the August 10th derecho.
Yeah, I do
That
want
was
to
in-
point out a severe thunderstorm warning did get issued to the north. That includes just north of Robert Lee as well, so you might be back under the gun even after this tornado for more severe weather.
60 mile per hour.
I gotta say that that Robert Lee storm probably has a strong tornado associated with it. However, it doesn't look as strong as it once was before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like it is collapsing right now. On reflectivity wise, it looks like it's majorly collapsing.
Yeah.
Which we are
Yes,
hoping that
Looks
remains
like
the
the
case.
inclusion is going as hoped.
Yeah, so again,
2509.
we're tracking this as it. So right now, it is crossing the highway for a second time. It crossed the highway for a second time,
I'm setting your
and
destination.
that's gonna be just south. If it does go for Robert Lee, that could be moving to the south, but it looks like it's now curving west, more westbound.
Yeah, it looks like it's missing Robert Lee at this time.
Yeah, again, so basically what this tornado did was basically did a 180-degree loop. I mean, 90-degree loop.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
gotta
basically.
confirm that. That's too close, Robert.
Yeah. Hold up,
Also,
I kind of mixed that up because I'm focused on something else right now.
yeah. Also, not to get too off topic, but still kind of on topic, there is
180.
another flash flood warning in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Again, that did a 180-degree loop, which is...
That barely missed Robert Lee. It was that.
Yeah, and again, it's moving more westbound now, but again, the rotation is collapsing, which we are hoping remains the case.
Basically, what happened yesterday in Oklahoma.
And keep in mind, some of the same areas are under the gun. And keep in mind, we still got tomorrow too, which got upgraded, so I heard.
And then we got the Macy's.
On
Is
May,
that training?
yeah,
are
on
these
May
super
4th, it got
training?
upgraded to a 10%.
That's training. I expect to see some flash flood warnings really soon.
Yeah, and again, I'm gonna go in and pop this out here, just really quick, cause I just want to point out something Tristan highlighted, during last stream, which has now come to fruition. We have that multi-day event, like Tristan outlined, from day 4 to day 6. So again, it seems like we're gonna be in for a pretty busy early May.
The risk is definitely tornadoes and large hail, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some decent damaging wind clusters and a bunch of flooding. I can't hesitate enough. Flooding's going to be horrendous in that event. I would think so.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
again,
and
right now,
not
so yeah, okay, so new tornado warning just been issued. This is this is still a PDS tornado warning. So, I just want to tell our viewers something real quick. So, they first had it listed moving southeast at 20, then east, I think, east at 20. I think it's southeast at 15, east at 20, and now they have it listed as northwest at 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
See, again, every single one of these warnings is different. In fact, yeah,
And also,
okay.
not to mention, this is hitting normally arid places.
So yeah, again, I just want to point out real quick that each of these warnings are moving in a different direction. Like, for example, this one to the bottom left has it moving northeast. This one over here has it moving northwest. And this one also has it moving northwest, but more faster. So again, basically it did a complete loop on itself. We basically did a loop. A half loop.
It is like it's a cutoff flow of some sort.
Again, right now it looks like that rotation is rapidly dying out. So we're hoping that remains the case. But they still have that PDS tornado warning now, including Edith. So Edith, seek shelter now. But again, that rotation seems to be dying out. We're hoping that remains the case. But yeah, again, that just did
We
a
got a problem with that though. We got a huge problem with it leaking out, though. Even though the tornado was dying, it does something else.
Flash flooding.
That whole entire cluster come back to the area that's already had 2 to 4 inches of rain.
So again, we'll be
I'm
seeing.
expecting flash flood warning. Yep.
Yeah. Again. Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't
Okay.
pulled one out.
Okay.
I apologize.
Okay, yeah. Again, I just want to say one more time before we continue that due to the amount of people that were in the call or was in the call, this is around the point where people will probably start getting muted if we keep cutting each other off. But again, right now, that includes Edith and Robert Lee, and like Tristan said, we're probably expecting a flash flood warning here very, very soon. That is our only warned storm right now. And in fact, the tornado count broke for some reason. I just noticed that. But yeah, again, that's going to be crossing the highway southwest of Robert Lee, but it looks like that rotation is nearly completely gone now. And so we'll be keeping an eye on this storm here and see if it tries to redevelop any rotation nearby. But again, for that tornado, it looks like it is now pretty much gone at this point. And again, we do have some very large hail as well. Baseball-sized hail. On top of that, baseball-sized hail was also reported just south of Shawville. And it looks like there's strong straight-line winds starting to form now just to the west of Tennington as well.
That is amazing what I'm seeing. Give me a sec.
And we also
So,
might have some gusty winds trying to kick up here west of Paint Rock, Texas as well.
So, Tyler, I want you to guess the 0 to 1 kilometer SRH.
I don't think it's time for a guessing
You will be
game.
shocked.
It is not time for a guessing game. But yeah, can you tell me?
It was only 5 knots.
Five knots.
5 knots to 0 to 1 kilometer. That is very unfavorable for tornadoes. That proves what mesoscale mergers can do.
Do want to point out we also got these severe thunderstorm warnings up to the north as well. Some of them are producing large hail. In fact, this one's considerable, so I want to give this some light as that tornado is now gone. This is near Channing, Texas, moving east at 20 miles an hour. That's going to be warned for 1.75-inch hail, which is golf ball sized hail. 60 mile an hour wind gusts, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Will be in effect till 6:15 p.m. Central Time. We also got that warning up to the north as well. That also has half-dollar sized hail moving east. It looks like it's more positioned northeast at 25 miles an hour. In effect until 5:45 p.m. at Mountain Daylight Time. We also got an 80 mile an hour wind gust report in the Lamar Airport and Colorado. Again, that is warned for 80 miles an hour and 2-inch hail. So this is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. So let's go ahead and give this some light. That's gonna be in Chilvington, Colorado, and Brandon, Colorado, where we have 2-inch hail and 80 mile an hour wind gusts. So now you got to be worried about wind-driven hail, which is one of the most underestimated things in the severe thunderstorm. And that could be enough to do damage as equivalent as a weak tornado with wind-driven hail. We've seen sidings get damaged and holes in roofs and stuff from wind-driven hail. So if you're in Chivington, Brandon, and even though you're slightly out of it, Sheridan Lake, you need to prepare immediately for a possible intense severe thunderstorm warning, which the National Weather Service has listed as destructive. And again, this is moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Will remain in effect until 4:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Again, moving back to the south here, we have more severe thunderstorm warnings, including one near Sanderson, Texas. This is warned for 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts will remain in effect till 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time, moving north at 40. This will likely remain just east of Sanderson, Texas, and will remain over the extremely rural areas of Texas, near the Texas-Mexico border. We also got this severe thunderstorm warning for Bakersfield, Texas, in effect until 6:15 p.m. Central Time, moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. This will be in effect for half-dollar-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and that will likely go through Bakersfield, Texas, within the hour. We also got that severe thunderstorm warning down to the southeast that just got issued for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Moving to the east at 25 miles an hour, will remain in effect until 6 o'clock p.m. That includes Paint Rock, Texas, Vic, Texas, and Millersview, Texas. Vancourt, Texas is slightly out of it, and there's also Eden, Texas, that's also in the severe thunderstorm warning. We're going to go out real quick so I can show you that we do have some tornado watches and severe thunderstorm watches as well. Tornado watches are highlighted in yellow, and the rest of them that are shaded are severe thunderstorm watches as well. So yeah, those tornadoes that we had has occurred in that tornado watch, and that destructive severe thunderstorm warnings in that severe thunderstorm watch.
Where?
Yeah, and taking a look at lightning activity, where each plus there is a lightning strike. There's a handful of lightning strikes in the tornado warning storm, and again, the more lightning strikes that you generally have, that is normally an indicator of a more stronger storm. And again, we do also have a handful of lightning strikes as well near Dryden, Texas. I actually didn't see that until until I actually got a closer look at it. Let's see, Dryden, Texas is in that severe thunderstorm. And right now that's going to be in effect until about 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time as stated. Again, we're going to take this fold out here. This is our general view of what's going on. So some of it's outside radar coverage. I have to go to a different radar to get that. So we're going to take a look here. I'm going to get rid of everything here. All the warnings and stuff so you can see. I'm actually going to keep the severe thunderstorm warnings on for a second so you know which areas are under a warning. Go ahead quickly, Tristan.
I expect a new tornado warning. A brief tornado touchdown was just observed north-northeast of Hale Center. That is the Lubbock NWS market. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got another tornado warning.
Yeah, and we'll keep an eye on that. And where would that be again?
Hale Center is in Hale County, Texas. This report was literally 2 minutes ago. So I think they might issue a warning very soon.
Yeah, and I'm going for our northern severe thunderstorm warnings real quick before we bounce down. Those are our severe thunderstorm warnings, including that destructive severe thunderstorm warning to the north. We also have that severe thunderstorm warning for New Mexico as well, moving east at 20. Yeah, now we're gonna bounce down and find where that storm is that produced that tornado report. I'm gonna turn on county names. So you said what county again? One more time.
It was in Hale County,
Hale County.
Texas,
Okay.
3 miles north of Hale Center. And that has that velocity's pretty good. Good. But here, I got
Yeah, still trying to find it. Still, I'm not good at some of my Texan
you. It would be
counties.
located just. That would be the cell. Right. That would be the cell north of Lubbock. So that actually might be a late.
A Lovend.
Even though this to say it is a late. That's okay. That's. But yeah, that cell earlier that had a third tornado apparently had another report.
You're
So
expecting
yeah,
those.
we did have at least 2 tornadoes.
Yeah, we're expecting those tornado warnings to be dropped. Dinner just arrived from my end, so per usual, I'll hand it off to you, Tristan. So I'll be back.
Alright, so let's see. So we still got tornado warnings in effect for north of the San Angelo Metro. Multiple supercells, definitely capable of producing large hail. I would expect a bunch of hail reports coming in tonight. Especially, not only do we have the environment that is good for not only for tornadoes, but we also got the Del Rio supercells. I expect some large hail from them. I expect basically large hail with any good supercell across the board. Now we talk about um, the environment here, and the environment is a very good hail producing environment. And quickly, I do want to say, our team did go with a 5-6 today, even though the SPC went 5% normal. 5% tour does not exist in the SPC, but we went 5-6 tour, and funny enough, the mesoscale supported our idea of a potential for an isolated intense tornado, followed by a few tornadoes possible. Definitely saw that. We had a brief tornado touchdown near Hale Center in the Lubbock NWS, and then we had that amazing mesoscale um, loop in the San Angelo, Texas region. So any areas that are able to do good mesoscale interactions could easily produce a strong tornado. A lot of these, the environment is not really there in terms of the wind shear. I was looking at the wind shear today across the whole region. It didn't really look that intense. However, you don't always need intense wind shear to produce tornadoes. Mesoscale mergers are quite enough. Especially in an environment with the dry line. We got a bunch of Cape. In fact, let's go to the Storm Prediction Center mesoscale analysis, and I'm going to explain these terms for people that don't understand it. So don't worry, I'm going to put it in a simple term. So first of all, let's look at our P watts real quick for any flash flooding. P watts are basically how much moisture is in the cloud, how much can it squeeze out with the ingredients in the atmosphere. It is 1.3, so it's not terrible P watt values, especially with training supercells. Some 1 or 2 flash flood warning with the slow movement is expected. Let's go to the lapse rate, which is basically the temperature change within the height of the atmosphere. And we can see next to these supercells, we instantly got 8s and 9s. Is that the low level? That is. So that's low level lapse rates. Very intense. Look at the mid level lapse rates. They're likely even more intense here. And yes, we got widespread 8. So this is a very good large hail environment. The SRH, I'm curious about that too. Let's go to the SRH. That is storm relative velocity. That is basically the spin in the atmosphere, um, helping the potential or the increased potential for tornadoes. You don't always need good SRH for tornadoes, as we saw today with the mesoscale merger. Let's go to the 500. There actually is 100 SRH at 0 to 500 by the SPC. Okay, so we might have gotten a sounding from an area that wasn't shear related, but we do have 100 shear in the 0 to 500, which is pretty intense for the very low level of atmosphere. Let's go to 0 to 1 kilometer. And 0 to 1 kilometer is also 100. So 0 to 3. Go to 0 to 3 kilometer. We're measuring the shear for the potential of tornadoes at the height of the atmosphere. And yeah, with the supercell that is occurring right now, where we had that intense tornado, you have, is that 350 or is that 450? 350 is 0 to 3 kilometers. So yes, where that supercell was able to get a merger, the environment was able to do a very brief enhancement. And that is what helped our tornadoes today across that region. From So let's see here. Let's check out the other warnings. Where's my inbox here? We haven't had any updates actually. Doesn't say Angela. We got a new report near Orty and 4 miles north or west, Polk County, Texas. Another golf ball size hail report of 1.75 inch. New severe thunderstorm warning for Coke, Runnels, and Tom Green counties in Texas. That's 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So Central Standard Time would be 5:30 right now. That's another hour. Damage threat is considerable. Winds of 70 miles per hour and hail of 1.75. So we got some decent winds, and there could be a few 80-mile-per-hour gusts in this region, as we do have a 15 sig wind over here. Let's go to where's that Colorado NWS that did that? I wasn't expecting Colorado to perform like that. Where is it? It's Goodland, Kansas. I assume so. So Goodland, Kansas. Let's go over there. Severe thunderstorm watch number. So I guess that's not the NWS. Where is that NWS that did the warning? That is a surprising area. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Are you
Let me spell
still
this out real
streaming
quick.
or?
Yeah, we're still streaming. So,
Okay.
Pueblo, if I pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry, actually did the destructive severe thunderstorm 80 miles per hour and 2-inch hail, which in a slight risk to where we were not expecting. That is a surprise, and also a thunderstorm wind gust of 81.7 miles per hour was confirmed in Lamar County, Colorado. So yes, we did have damaging winds up there. Kind of surprised they didn't do the
And a sig win too.
No, that wasn't a sig wind.
I thought 81 would have been a sig win.
That's the area where it's not in a sig wind area right now. But it's Colorado. Colorado can do these things sometimes. You can't always predict Colorado or mesoscale features from height terrain. Not always possible. So let's see here. Let's go to so we got a new watch possible 60%. This one's here. I'm gonna read this out loud. So this is for western to central Nebraska, Kansas border. Large hail and damaging winds are possible with storms continuing south-southeastward near the Kansas-Nebraska border. Though low, a tornado could also occur with stronger discrete storms. A watch is possible within 1 to 2 hours. So they're saying this whole environment can have some tornado risk depending on the mesoscale. That's very interesting. Surface moisture continues to return into southern Nebraska. Convection, basically thunderstorms, and the vicinity of North Platte has deepened over the last 30 minutes. So, when an expect increase in the low-level southerly winds over the next hours. The winds coming from the south at the low levels are helping moisture. Low 50 dew points will likely push into southern Nebraska ahead of approaching cold front. Convection that can mature will likely be sustained by the low-level jet. Large hail and damaged winds will be the primary threat. Surface dew point depressions are enough. That's a new term I've never heard. I studied that. Done. Enough that the tornado threat should remain low. However, low-level photograph curvature will increase this evening in discrete storms near the theta E gradient. Theta E basically saying the moisture, or the depth of the moisture, will pose some tornado risk. A watch is possible within the next 1 to 2 hours. So that's going to be a severe thunderstorm watch with a few tornadoes possible, or a couple of tornadoes possible. And tornado warning has been canceled for Coke County and Texas. That is good.
Do
Okay.
we have
But we
any
do have a
active
flood
tornado
advisory
warnings?
for Coke and Rundle counties in Texas. There we go. There's the warning. Some flooding.
So,
Flood
do we
advisory.
have any active tornado warnings or possible severes?
That's a good question. You can find out now. But we have no active tornado warnings as the other one just got canceled. Which is
But it
good.
probably got downgraded to a possible severe.
Golf ball and 70 wins. That's not a tour possible. We got a tour possible for for the counties that were next to that intense supercell earlier. So that supercell is still being watched.
Okay.
But
Also,
otherwise,
in the path
no.
of that one,
No
with it being
other
off, you're gonna want to treat it as a tornado warning.
no tornado warnings and only one supercell has tour possible. However,
I know that's why I'm saying that's why I'm saying with the severe thunderstorm warning that is labeled as possible. If you're in the path of it, you're gonna want to treat it as a tornado warning because it could easily become one.
and also one more thing, I do expect another tornado. Not from the supercell, from another one. This one is near, and we're actually gonna look at my radar omega real quick. Radar. Let's find that area where we look. Because there is another supercell capable of producing a tornado. I'm going to say right now that storm is capable of producing a tornado. Um, the structure on that storm is really good. So if it does have a mesoscale merger, like the other one did, a strong tornado cannot be ruled out. But I don't know if they will do the tornado warning.
Okay, I just drove past a tree in Joplin that has major lightning damage on it. It split down and it got. It
Power of
just
lightning.
looks exploded. The lightning was probably from a previous storm, obviously, but I just now noticed it.
If you are near Paint Rock, I would get ready to go to my safe place. That looks like a tornado warning that's going to be issued pretty soon. Or near Paint Rock. Oh yeah, that wow, yep. And if that other storm can merge with it in a constructive merger, yep. So the storm near Paint Rock. This one has this one is the tour possible. It wasn't the cell up north. It was actually the cell. Okay. So it's not the supercell that we were watching. It's the supercell to the southeast, which has a really good position for a constructive mesoscale merger. So we have a very good potential of seeing a tornado warning. If that thing strengthens even more or goes through a very constructive merger and strengthens, we'll likely see another tornado warning here soon. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another tornado on the ground yet. And remember, this is just a prediction. We're not guaranteeing. In the next 40 minutes. So that's just prediction. But I expect if there is going to be a potential tornado on the ground right now, it will likely be near Paint Rock, Texas. You got another supercell, a 10th supercell, coming in towards another supercell, which looks very good already. So we will see what happens. So if you're just joining us, we just had an intense tornado in Texas. And we had a brief tornado in the Lowlock, if I'm pronouncing it right, NWS market. So we've had two tornadoes. We might have a third one near Paint Rock. It depends on the merger. They may happen really soon. But for now, we don't have any tornado warnings. We do have some other warnings to go through. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for east of Lubbock. Let's zoom in here. And by the way, our host is currently eating right now, so I'm using Radar Omega on my phone. So I apologize if you can't see my screen. Hail of 1.25 inch at 60 mile per hour winds. This is in effect for Orlenzo, Rawls, and Crossington, just somewhat east of the Lubbock metro area. If you're in that area, prepare for some large hail and some 60 mile per hour wind gusts are possible. we got another storm, which is located just northwest of downtown Amarillo, Texas. 2.5-inch hail with this cell, a discrete supercell. It doesn't look really tornadic. It looks more like a very big hail producer, but definitely a hail producer. Let's
Kristen?
see. What's up?
I think a new watch was just issued.
If it was like for Kansas and Nebraska, and we'll get to that in a minute. I just want to go over these warnings first. And yes, they did do the new watch. Okay. Give us a sec. We'll go over that watch very soon. Let's go over the warnings first because some of these are very bad. Let's go over the warnings one at a time. Pace ourselves. We don't have a tornado.
Okay, I'm
We got
back.
another severe thunderstorm warning that is much decreased. So only 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. That was the same storm that had 80-mile-per-hour winds in parts of Colorado with a mesonet. So thank God that is weakened. And we got another area of storm near. If radar Omega can load, please. Thank you very much. We have another area of storms near the metro northwest. And I think our host is back.
Yep.
Before our host completely comes back, let's go over the new severe thunderstorm watch here. I already got it.
Joplin.
I'm gonna read the details. New severe thunderstorm watch. Earth Central, you can mute real quick. I know you're.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You know you're
Yeah.
okay. So new severe thunderstorm watch reports from southeast Colorado, western Kansas, northeast New Mexico. That's an interesting new area I just did. Oklahoma Panhandle and the northern Texas Panhandle. So Amarillo has asked for a severe thunderstorm watch, like I was saying to people for the last a little bit. A few bands of intensifying thunderstorms will gradually move east across the watch area this afternoon into the evening. Large hail and severe gusts will be possible with stronger thunderstorms. Upscale growth into a squall line is forecast later this evening over southwest Kansas, with severe gusts becoming the primary hazard. They're expecting a decent squall line. Parts of Kansas with a tornado or two possible, which is not surprising.
Yeah, and there's that a new severe thunderstorm watch just popped up on DR2.
And real quick for the viewers here, the storm that I'm the most concerned about is another one in Texas that looks absolutely beautiful and structured.
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we're still live.
Yeah, we are still live. I was just explaining stuff. And Storm, before you say it, are you going to talk about that Texas supercell that might go for a merger that looks really dominant right now?
No, I was eating dinner.
Oh.
Okay. So this supercell is near the Radar Omega. I wish you were not slow. I know where it is.
Yeah, I'm currently panning over Texas right now for our viewers at home.
Yep. San Angelo radar. Get in there. Oh, you can. And that supercell actually looks worse. Thank God, it looks worse. But a mesoscale merger could potentially occur southeast of San Angelo. Hey, Tyler, you see where those new supercells are?
Yeah, I do.
That is the one area, and you see the velocity near Paint Rock. That was the one that was kind of concerning.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey guys.
Go ahead, Storm Team.
So, I don't know if you guys saw this report from the Robert Lee storm earlier, but they said that there was also many trees down, and there was metal roofing that was wrapped around trees.
Oh.
And many power lines down along 208.
That's kind of a scary report.
Yeah, we're hoping those people are okay. If anyone got impacted.
Oh, I see the supercell you're talking about.
There's a merger. There's a merger about to happen near Paint Rock. There's a shower that just formed southeast of it. I don't know if that's going to be destructive or constructive because it's in a weird position.
Yeah.
Watch that one.
I think there's a small cell trying to pop up southeast of Joplin. I don't think it's going to do much, but it is definitely something to keep an eye out.
Okay, so now this just came out. I do want to share this on stream here. This is from the Robert Lee storm, and there's that metal roofing that was mentioned just now. This is on Highway
Yeah.
208 south of Robert Lee. That just came out by the minute. So again, yeah, that is some roofing. We do not know where that originated from. That's definitely from a structure of some kind. But we do not know what. But yeah, again, we'll keep you updated as we get more information.
New severe thunderstorm warning. Tornado possible. Winds of 60 and 1-inch hail. Tom Green, Runnels, Connor Grove, and Chilica? Sorry, I'm pronouncing these a little wrong. Those counties in Texas, and so 645. I am guessing that's the supercell that is right next to that merger.
Yep, tornado possible
we actually
added
might
to
have
the San
multiple
Angelo
mergers
severe
going
thunderstorm
on.
warning that just got issued.
We might have
does not
multiple
surprise me.
mergers going on.
Yep.
I don't like that. Both of the velocities are increasing.
Yeah, tornado possible also added to the one in Paint Rock. I don't know how soon that was, but it looks like it's trying to rotate. It's trying to
That was a
rotate.
bit ago. So
Yeah.
we have two cells trying to go for mesoscale merger right now.
The San
Right.
Angelo storm is also tornado possible.
Yeah.
I think we have a tornado possible in Kansas. Let me check. Make sure we don't. I gotta
Yeah.
make sure.
And again, right now, it looks like rotation is trying to get itself together northeast of Vic.
Yeah. Also, again, reminder for those of you that are in the path of those tornado possible severe thunderstorm warnings, I would highly recommend treating them as tornado warnings.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, especially with the way mesoscale mergers could go from, oh, it's just a harmless supercell to boom, sudden severe potential, intense tornado on the ground
Yeah.
in some of these cases. So I respect that. I think, yep.
Yeah. And also, again, do that with pretty much any
I'll be right
severe
back.
thunderstorm warning because those cells can always drop land spouts.
Oh, just a little bit ago with this
Did you
with
see what
the
happened?
Paint Rock storm, they did report a brief ground circulation under the wall cloud a half mile to the spotters north. So it is looking like it's starting to get that history going of producing some tornadoes.
Yep.
And that's why I say treat them as tornado warnings.
It would not surprise me if we have a tornado warning for this Paint Rock storm here really soon.
I'll have to mute because I gotta deal with a lot of stuff with the wing stuff. I'll be back with
And
that.
the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 181. This is in effect for Nebraska and Kansas.
Yeah, I think Tristan covered that. I'm 99% sure. Unless that's the new one that got issued.
This severe thunderstorm watch for you guys up there in Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska states that 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts are possible with ping pong ball size hail and maybe a tornado or two.
Yeah, and Colorado is where we had that strong severe thunderstorm, a destructive severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, let me
And it
fix
had
our
like,
torque
what
counter.
was it, 80 miles per hour is what it was?
Yeah, 80 miles an hour and 2-inch hail.
Dang.
Alright, I'm
So that's a
fixing
pretty
my.
destructive storm.
Alright, yeah, I fixed the tornado count because I had
Alrighty.
to eat dinner. It looks
Well,
like
I gotta say, these past 2 or 3 days have been pretty intense.
Whoa, so yeah, there's a storm that fired out of nowhere just south of the storm that's gonna merge with that main storm.
Oh.
It just fired completely
Okay.
out of nowhere.
Since
Yeah.
it's sitting near the inflow, I apologize. It might be destructive, but because of the environment, I don't know. We'll watch it. We'll see.
Yep. Yeah, that just fired out of the blue as
Oh, east of San Angelo. I don't like that. I apologize to interrupt. I don't like that. North of San Angelo.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I see that.
yeah.
So we have two storms capable of producing a tornado.
Mm-hmm. And then you got that little storm that's developing over there by Robert Lee. It's already got that shape. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
As we said, mergers can really help the environment.
Hey, this is what 6,000 Cape does in Texas, so.
All right, going for number. I expect the hail to intensify with both of these storms, by the way. With that,
Oh,
at least.
definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
I'm
2
very
points.
surprised they have not issued flood warnings. Oh
Dew
no, they
points
did
are
a
in
flood
the
advisory.
70s.
Never mind, they did so. I forgot.
In much of the area, dew points are currently in the 70s across Texas.
Yeah, that storm near San Angelo has that nasty look on reflectivity.
Hey guys, take
Yeah.
a look at weather coverage.
Yeah.
So look at all those discrete storms bubbling up in Mexico too that are going to be moving into Texas.
Let me go in and look. And also share it on the
Del
stream.
Rio Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, that is the satellite view. You can see in Mexico, we have supercells forming there as well. That will make its way into Texas.
And then you see the nice bubble up there in the Texas Panhandle.
Yeah.
And then the really big bubble in central Texas. That is the storm systems that have been producing those really strong tornadoes.
Yeah.
And something else to note, that's a really gnarly hook developing there just east of San Angelo now.
Yeah, that has a pretty nasty look.
I would definitely keep an eye on that. I mean, the rotation's very broad on it, but that could very quickly change.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'm trying to confirm. Sorry, I just got confused with something.
Oh, you're fine. I want to take a look at the... Oh, large hail parameters off the charts for today. 32. That's really high.
Again, we're going to be seeing
They
that
had to, right?
storm that's trying to form us a rotation there near San Angelo, east of San Angelo. Let's see if we can get traffic cameras out there.
Me trying to confirm this is really hurting my brain.
I feel like we'll have no issues finding traffic cameras there.
Yes, they did.
Hmm?
New severe thunderstorm watch: northeast Colorado, northern Kansas, southwest and central Nebraska.
Yeah, I already covered that.
Not did?
Yeah.
Oh, I had to go do something.
Oh, you're fine, man. You're fine.
Because I was like, well, they did a discussion for the whole area, so I was thinking it was gonna
Yeah.
be one huge watch, but they did two. Oh,
Yeah.
good to know, because my brain was like, wait, where's the rest of the watch? There it is.
Mid-level lapse rates currently very good. They're currently in the 8 range. 7
Yeah.
to 8.
I don't like San Angelo at all.
Low-level
What is-
lapse rates near the San Angelo area are currently at 9.5.
Yeah, and by the way, for the record, I'm trying to get traffic cameras out there, but it's very hard to get some, which is confusing considering
The
how
hook
big
is
San
not-
Angelo is.
Yeah.
It looks like the hook is not that precise yet, which is good. We don't want it that precise, but it has that shape.
Which one? The San Angelo one?
Yep, the comma bean shape we all talk about with supercells capable of producing tornadoes. It definitely has that shape. That is the same
Yeah.
supercell, by the way, which produced that big one,
Yeah.
tornado. So,
The
that has
violent
a
tornado
history.
that Reed intercepted, yeah.
I hope this doesn't. I hope this just fails immediately. But guessing by the way this is looking, it's not going to.
Here's something very shocking.
One of my biggest concerns. Go ahead.
Here's something very shocking. Apparently, I am struggling to find traffic cameras in San Angelo.
That is interesting. Did the power get knocked out there or something?
No,
because
definitely
that's a big
not.
city. I would expect there to be.
Yeah, every single one of these on this website is knocked out, but I doubt that's from
All
power.
right. Well, hey Tyler,
Mhm.
remember that storm I was worried about?
Yeah.
New tornado warning. Yup, there it is.
Yep. Tornado warning.
Okay, so I
Also-
Not
finally
San Angelo,
found...
the one southeast.
Okay, Tristan. Okay, so I do want to see something here because I finally found a traffic camera But yeah, I want to quickly cover that. Yeah, that tornado warning. That's in effect. Again, that's in for Vic and near Eden, moving southeast at 15 miles an hour till 6:30. But now the main thing I wanted to cover was let me take this full. This is looking at San Angelo. I think this is near. It doesn't say where it is exactly, but this is facing directly at the storm in San Angelo, facing east. So again, I don't think I'll be able to get much of a video here, but yeah, that's one of our views there, out of San Angelo, facing to the east. It's unknown where this is exactly. If I had to guess, this would probably be, looks pretty much like in the downtown area. So, again, we'll be tracking that there. I'm trying to see if I can find a better traffic camera, but you can
I think I found the source of why our storms are being so explosive and so powerful. So, the San Angelo area is currently in a nice pocket of about 350 SRH, which is really helping to really intensify these storms. There's also another pocket of 350 SRH up there by Amarillo. So
okay,
it's another
so
spot
I do have to interrupt because I finally found videos from the traffic cameras. Okay, so this is from downtown. This is from downtown San Angelo. And this is looking directly at the storm. You can see that massive rain shaft on the left. I'll go ahead and post it not only in the stream chat, but also the weather server for our people there. So that website leads to some traffic cameras if you want to take a look at them for yourself. I'll go ahead and get a multi-box set up here in just a minute. Once I get this published here already. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this.
Alright.
I'm going to take
Let's
this
take a look at this. Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you pulled a good one. This is a good camera here to look at.
Yeah, and again, there's more down here. So this is also facing... this is facing directly at the storm as well. You can see that rain shaft to the right as rain starts falling.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, you can see, okay, so there's the base of the storm right there.
Yeah, and at the very bottom one, we do have that storm as well. I'm going to go ahead and take this on a multi-box. Okay, so I say so we can have two cameras on at once using our multi-box. So we're going to have that one on.
Okay, so in the meantime, with the storm I saw was popping up southwest of Joplin, I checked radar to see how close it was. It's all the way down near Clarksville, Arkansas. So.
Right. And okay, so now you got your okay, so we got our cameras set up. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this on the right. We're gonna pull this to the right over here. Okay, so yeah, on the top left of your screens are cameras from San Angelo. Both of them are from downtown, according to the website. One of them is facing kind of away from the storm, and one of them is facing directly at the storm as it approaches San Angelo.
Yeah, it says that these cameras are at the heart of the city's historic area. It's a good spot to be watching the storm from.
And again, sometimes you will be seeing me kind of switch back a bit on the top one, but okay, I'll try to stop from doing that. But sometimes I do have to switch back to the screen to make sure it's running well on the top left camera. Yeah, again, the top left of your screens are from downtown San Angelo. I'm probably going to do some text here to point that out.
And that tornado warning that was issued is also moving southeast at 15 per hour as well. So very slow moving storms today.
See, okay, so I just rewrote some of the text there to point out that those are the San Angelo cameras.
Alright. Something else to note is that these storms are going to have very deviant motions because they don't really have a steering mechanism due to there not being a trough associated. So they're going whatever direction they want to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
Okay,
just
wow,
because
that's
seems to
not
be
a good
south.
severe thunderstorm.
Yeah, so basically, even if you're southwest of the supercell, do not assume that you're safe from it because it could easily turn in your direction.
yeah, and again, we're looking at both of these storms here. One of them is tornado warning. The other one does have a tornado possible indicator. It looks like large hail is falling with that storm near San
Yeah.
Angelo.
Definitely.
I was gonna say the new severe thunderstorm warning for Tom Green kind of show Runnels and Schickler here, if I probably can pronounce that wrong, counties, tour possible, damage threat considerable, 70-mile-per-hour winds and 2.5-inch hail.
So yeah, rain is starting to fall now in downtown San Angelo.
Is that the warning that supercell get really mature? The warning with the cells getting really mature. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
As we have a
That
severe.
velocity looks a lot better.
Okay.
Being torped, treat it as a tornado warning.
Yeah, and again, right now, rain is starting to fall in San Angelo. Right now, downtown San Angelo, we have a powerful, severe thunderstorm moving through the area.
Also, I just want to let you know that a chaser did report that there is decent rotating motion on the east side of San Angelo.
Yeah, and
So that
okay.
is the supercell that is maturing.
Okay, so
Yep.
right now, I just scroll down to another camera. This one has the last possible views of the of the more calmer part of the storm, and you can actually kind of see like some of the wind from the rain shaft as it's starting to go through downtown. Yep, rain is starting to pick
It's
up.
starting to rain now.
Yep, rain is starting
Yep.
to pick up right there. And again, this is live views from downtown San Angelo. Again, with how rain wrapped, with how much rain is falling, if there's like any tornadoes that form during this period, we will not be able to see them. With the sheer amount of rain, I'm gonna go ahead and first off, there's that tornado warning near Vic where that rotation seems to be intensifying a bit. But yeah, now I'm gonna focus our camera on the radar closer to San Angelo and play it back. So it's on a
It
radar
does look
loop.
like we have a donut hole on the San Angelo storm. And
Yeah.
basically, donut hole, like I was saying earlier, a donut hole and a vortex hole are two blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm having a stroke over here. They're two different things. See, this donut hole isn't a perfect circle like a hurricane's eye is, like a vortex hole. Basically, what that means is it's rain wrapped.
Yeah, so don't go looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Don't
again,
go looking for it.
yeah, I mean, you could see clearly that you could.
Trying to
I mean, you can kind of still see stuff out here, but you're not seeing a tornado in these conditions. Not till
Yeah.
it's too late to get to cover.
Yeah. The only way you're seeing it is when you punch through and it's right there.
Yep, that's basically what Reed did. Just about an hour ago.
Yep. But what makes Reed different is that he was in a tornado intercept vehicle.
He was in a rental
that
actually.
was meant for the wait, what?
Yeah, he was in a rental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Reed is doing Reed things.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So that vehicle was meant to do that.
No, not the rentals, but
I mean, he captured
sure
over
it's like-
140 mile-an-hour winds.
yeah, Enterprise but not gonna have fun with him.
Again, yeah, right now on the bottom
that's basically
camera,
what I mean.
the wind is starting to pick up a bit. The rainfall is getting more intense. We want to go back up here to this other camera. You can see how you can still see a tiny sliver of where it's more calmer, like the edge of the storm. But most of it is just complete
Yeah.
whiteout in the distance. Got, got some cars driving down there in downtown San Angelo.
Well, guys, I'm gonna step away from the stream for now. I gotta go get my phone charged up for a radar scope. Need to go
Alrighty.
rest up because I did injure myself pretty bad today. So.
Alrighty.
All right.
See ya, Storm Team.
I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya. And again, right now, that rotation near Vic seems to be broadening out a bit. It's still present, so seek shelter if you're in Vic, and stay weather aware if you're in Eden. And right now, we're still having those powerful storms move through San Angelo, where we have traffic cameras out there. And right now, that's going to be right on top of San Angelo here. Eastern parts of San Angelo is where we're looking at. Alrighty. We're gonna have that. We're gonna keep having that pulled up there for as long as we need to. And right now, it seems like it is not rotating anymore. But again, we'll keep an eye on that.
Don't mind me, there's a plane flying overhead.
Yeah, and right now we're still tracking this storm here. Just waiting for new information that needs to be immediately broadcasted.
Way.
Did you know how small it is on the stream here? You're not able to see it, but I do see rain curtains falling now. And I'm going to go ahead and briefly pull away one of the cameras here because I do want to see if we can get one that's closer to the storm. And quickly, just for a brief view, if I can get it. Never mind, I can't. I mean, multiple traffic cams does show more heavy rainfall falling, but I can't get that pulled up for some reason.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, while you're looking for that, there is a flash flood warning for parts of Puerto Rico. It's not the main island, it's the Vizquez Island off the east coast of Puerto Rico, and it's the entire island that's under the flash flood warning.
Yeah,
We do have a brief tornado report from a storm chaser 4 miles northeast of Eden and Clarksville County in Texas. That's the storm with the tornado. This now does have a history of a spin-up tornado.
Yeah, and again, right now, it looks like conditions are starting to clear out here in downtown San Angelo. It's important to mention that it's eastern San Angelo that is getting the impacts here, not downtown. It looks like you do have very powerful winds forming of that one. See, that is listed as considerable, borderline destructive wording, 2.5-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
If you combine those, that's basically
Cell in Arkansas exploded.
Yeah, destructive, if I remember
cell
correctly.
in Arkansas exploded.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, destructive is, I think, baseball-sized tail and 80-mile-an-hour wind gust. It has to be one of those, or both.
Wow, that's interesting. A baby supercell that just started its life already has a nice velocity coupling. What?
Where?
That is the storm south of the tornado warning. It's a new supercell.
Oh, that one, yeah. That's the one that's south of Eden. So, that would be southwest of Eden.
So, wow, it's already... Okay, I'm worried about that cell.
Oh,
If
looks
it's
like
already
the camera
doing...
just
I hope
vanished.
it doesn't go with emergency.
Yeah, and right now... Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to this other... Okay, so I'm going to have this pulled up. And I'm going to have... Let's have
Real quick,
this
Tyler.
pulled up. This pulled up. Okay, go ahead.
All those rotation... Oh, Tyler, they just went destructive as soon as he said it was going to go destructive. Wow. 2.75-inch hail,
Yep.
70-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, so...
Same storm.
Yeah, baseball-sized hail and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So that is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning now. So if you're in Wall and southeastern and eastern San Angelo, you are now in a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Please treat this as a tornado warning and seek shelter in an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. That's going to be very powerful winds moving into, and it looks like rotation is trying to form right now. That is rotation trying to form right now.
There are 3 rotations near Eden. There's 3. There's 3 different supercells with good rotation. How
Okay,
is this
right
gonna
now-
play- this-
Okay, Tristan, one of our main focuses right now will be on this storm case. It might be trying to form some pretty powerful rotation. Now look, some significant rotation that's trying to kick
The
up.
Warner Eden also doesn't look bad. All of these don't look bad, actually. That's my concern right now.
Again, as the text suggests, those are live traffic cameras out of San Angelo. Okay, so one of them just disappeared, so we're gonna have to go down back here.
If you are between San Angelo, Eden, Menard, and then Road 190, Road 83, Road 87, Road 277...
Are you gonna name
Between San Angelo and Eden, a mesoscale corridor of rotations is occurring. You need to take all of these seriously.
Yeah, again, I won't be shocked if they issue... Okay, so again, this is where we're gonna have to speak one at a time, and don't cut each other off, because that's been an issue so far this stream for our team here. For our people southwest of Wall, you need to seek shelter, as it looks like rotation is trying to get together. We'll be seeing if that fully does come together.
Tyler,
What? Go ahead.
I apologize.
Quickly.
The storm that you were just talking about, tornado warning.
Tornado warning. Yep, tornado warning, including Van Court and Wall. That is moving southeast at 15 miles an hour. Tornado and baseball-sized hail will be in effect until 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. So a tornado warning has been issued. This does not include downtown San Angelo. This does include a tiny sliver of the outskirts of southeastern San Angelo, but it will remain away from those general areas. So again, right now, that is a tornado warning that was just issued. It looks like a very strong rotation is coming together right now as we speak. And that could be, we're trying to confirm that, and that could be clear air, but it looks like that could be tornado debris.
New report, by the way, 4 miles east of San Angelo. Republic reports hail of baseball size 2.75. Baseball size hail and hail damage has been reported near FM 308 near the
Yeah,
Gunto
and
River.
right now our main focus is going to be on this tornado warning. And in fact, if you look at the top on the top camera there, you can see all those scud clouds moving towards the tornado. That is moving directly at the tornado, if I'm not mistaken. And that just reminds me, because when I saw the Araby
full
tornado, okay, Tristan. This reminds me of that when I was seeing the Araby tornado face to face. Right after I saw the tornado, it was just a train of scud clouds, and this is what we're seeing right now. So Tristan, what did you say?
I apologize, Benchmark. I was asking, can we full screen that? I want to see instructions.
Yeah. Which camera do you want full screen? Do you want the top or bottom one?
Which one has the better look at the storm inflow?
Hold up. Let me see. I think it would be like the probably be this one up here probably. I mean, this one's I probably want to get better cameras, to be honest. I want something that looks better at the storm.
Unfortunately, I don't think this is better.
But yeah, again, on the top left, those are scud clouds moving its way towards the storm, as we have pretty powerful rotation with a possible tornado that touched down briefly there as well. So again, I'm gonna have to pull back one of these cameras here, since again I want to see if we can get a bit closer to it.
All of us are silent.
And again, right now we're just trying to find these ones have not been
Also,
live in forever.
All you got to look at the cells between Parksville and Fayetteville, Arkansas. They have kind of exploded. Again, not expecting anything severe out of it, but not ruling it out. So just a heads up for those in northwestern Arkansas. You do have a few cells popping up.
And again, right now we're just keeping an eye on this storm here. I think these cameras are going to be the best we can get, unfortunately, because I just can't find, like, all the other ones are just these ones.
Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of lightning with them, especially the one closer to Clarksville.
And it looks like the rotation did seem to have completely dissipated, but again, we'll keep an eye on that. That appeared to be a very brief tornado. That looked like very strong rotation there. That just happened just southeast of San Angelo, where we also have baseball-sized hail falling with a destructive severe thunderstorm warning as well. I just want to, I mean, you can see how fast those clouds are moving on the top camera there as it moves towards that tornado we might have just had.
No, if it was past sunset, I could probably be able to see some brights from these storms.
Again, like, you can just see how much of those you can just see how much of those scary looking clouds that we have. And yes, that's an actual terminology. And yeah, keep in mind that thing on the top of your screen, that is not a phono cloud. That's just scud.
Yeah, it's basically optical illusion.
Yeah, that is not rotation.
That market.
I'm gonna zoom out and give you a view of both of these tornadoes. Looks like a lot of more damaging winds are starting to pick up here in Van Court. We're picking up a lot of wind speeds there. So again, if you are any of these tornado warnings, you need to seek shelter now. If you're in Van Court, Vic, Wall, San Angelo, you're still in a destructive severe thunderstorm warning and need to remain in an interior room. Public has reported baseball-sized hail.
So is law enforcement now. Tom Green County in Texas near Wall. Law enforcement reports baseball size hail at 2.75. Baseball size hail are still going.
Yep, and again, that rotation seems to have completely died out, but again, we'll keep an eye on that, as that appeared to be very powerful rotation, and apparently we could have had a brief tornado on the ground. So yeah, keep on. That came out of nowhere. That was like less than 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure. So again, that just shows you how fast you need to act as soon as you get that alert. And again, right now, as the text says, the traffic cameras are from downtown San Angelo, Texas, where we have two tornado warned storms here, and including another major storm that's going to be merging with the Paint Rock storm here soon. It looks like there's another storm trying to fire right behind it as well. Yeah, and that new report from a Wall has just popped up there. Now, as that goes on, I want to see. I'm going to switch the camera here to a better view, so I can pull this one back. I want to see if we can get some photos now. It's been quite a bit since we checked them, over half an hour ago, actually. Because we were kind of hyper-focused on those traffic cameras out there. They had live views of the storm that was just going through. And as Tristan called out yesterday, I just want to point out that there is significant flash flooding in Houston. So again, we still have that situation going on, but yeah, now let's see if we can get like any let's see if we can get any photos. Can't find any. Yeah, right now we have that, okay, wait, hold up. We'll be tracking here for any signs of tornadic redevelopment. Now we wait to the southwest of Wall. And yeah, there's law enforcement confirming in Wall, Texas, of a large hail, baseball-sized hail. And it looks like there's something forming that's trying to form right near San Angelo. As you can see, that's starting to show there. That's going to be hitting San Angelo. See if you can get someone that has a closer view of that. So yeah, so one of our cameras. Okay, I'm going to make this camera a bit bigger here. So we're going to switch to one where we only have one camera. Let me fix my setup a bit because it's currently falling apart. Alrighty, there we go. You can see, yeah, on the bottom right of your screen, we're going to have it so that way we have one major, easy-to-see camera. So yeah, that is, so all these are in downtown San Angelo. I'm going to switch over here to this other camera, where you can see that storm to the right, where we have another one that's trying to pop up. That could be posing a threat here. And here's that other one. You can see, I think this is looking right at the new storm. Whatever it is, if that is the case, it is starting to rain amount of rain very heavily there. We're looking at this camera. You can clearly see the rain shaft there in the distance. That's facing way towards, I think, that tornado warning storm. According to the direction it's telling me where it's at. And now facing back to this one, which is facing directly at the new storm that's trying to fire just a bit to the west. And that will be moving onto downtown San Angelo. I'm gonna zoom in, so like right on your right on western San Angelo, you can see that storm fire up. It is now going through downtown San Angelo, where we do have those traffic cameras positioned. Large baseball-sized hail continues to fall by new reports. Tornado warning still remains in effect. We do have signs of it trying to redevelop somewhere right here. Let me confirm though before I start calling that out. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to reform something right there. So if you're just east of Cristobal, you need to seek shelter immediately, as that is trying to redevelop into something. How strong it is, we do not know yet, but I'm sure we'll find out here within the hour. But again, that did produce a very brief tornado, and 100% very strong winds. So again, we're gonna be concerned about for cyclic storms here. But there's a storm in San Angelo where it produces a tornado and then it lifts and it produces another and then it lifts, which we've been seeing quite a lot there. Here more recently had something like that. That famously hit I think Red Springs, Texas, and then moved near Seymour, Texas. And that was like one out of many tornadoes that it produced. Those are the kinds of this is basically what the storm is. Will we see a tornado as strong as what that produced? We don't know. But why I'm saying that is to give you an example of what we could be seeing in terms of tornadic development. And as we were speaking,
the National Weather Service.
And as we were speaking there, the new wind gust reported at San Angelo, 55 miles an hour, just came through.
Actually, it's near 60. Have a airport, 58.7. National Weather Service Office 59. So if you round it up, basically we have confirmed 60-mile-per-hour winds. At the fact that that was not in the main area where the winds were actually doing the damaging wind velocity uh, signature. So we definitely could have had 65 to 70. And from Goodland, a trained spotter in Yuma County, Colorado, has also reported we've had multiple wind gusts of 60 miles an hour, also with some of the severe thunderstorms in Colorado and Kansas and Nebraska. So these storms are definitely, they're not doing sig wind, but are definitely doing a lot of wind. I wouldn't
Alright.
be surprised if you see it 1 or 2 80 miles per hour
Okay, so
in some of these clusters.
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so breaking news. I'm getting photos out of the some of the storms here. The storms that are near Channing, Texas, and Eden, Texas, look very powerful, according to ground spotters.
What are ground spotters reporting?
I'm gonna go ahead again. I can't share these obviously, but again, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and post in your DMs, Tristan. I'm actually gonna post them in coverage. So this is out of Channing, Texas, just about a few minutes ago, and the other one is
That's the supercell that is likely northwest of
And that's near
Amarillo, Texas.
and that's near Eden.
And also this storm near Eden, I'm not surprised. That looks incredible. Wow.
Yeah, and again, right now, I think I'm gonna do something where I'll post the links to these photos in the chat without sharing them on stream, so y'all can see
That
what
way
we
we don't
mean.
copyright.
Yeah, so that is from one. I think that's the Eden one that I just posted, and the second one is near Channing. So yeah, those are the photos we were just looking at. That shows you how strong these storms are.
Which would basically be northwest of Amarillo. That's the only storm mark.
And right now we got another storm that fired right behind it. It's now rocking through San Angelo, downtown San Angelo.
And there is very broad rotation on that supercell northwest of San Angelo. There's a rotation. Will it do anything? Most likely not. Maybe it's not, but there is a little bit of rotation.
Yeah, it seemed like it tried moments ago and looks like it failed. But it can always redevelop. And then we also have, one of the tornado warnings did get dropped.
That is the one near Eden.
Yep, so
San Angelo also looks kind of weird though. It looks more like a damaging.
Yeah. And again, that's where we had that possible tornado. And I just want to point out, if you look on the bottom right, that is getting near whiteout conditions over there in San Angelo, downtown San Angelo.
Where would that rotation?
I don't see the rotation anymore, but it seemed like it tried redeveloping, but then it failed.
If it tries to redevelop, it would be near Vince.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna say. Okay, so right now this is something we're gonna be monitoring here, keeping a close eye on. These two storms in Eden are now starting to merge, so we're gonna be seeing what that does.
I hope it's destructive, because I don't want another one of those around.
And again, it looks like it's now transitioning. This storm in particular, it seems like it's now transitioning into damaging winds, like Tristan pointed out. And large hail is also falling.
That rotation of Vincent kind of looks a little bit more like a comma head.
Okay, so now our focus shifts for a second to San Angelo. That is pretty much whiteout conditions now at this point, according to the camera.
There is another storm right behind. I guess
Yeah,
that also has
yeah,
the
like I highlighted before. And if you want a link to these cameras, by the way, we did post them in the chat. It's the one that's the link for iplivecameras.com. That's where we have those cameras down there. They have 3 of them.
There's one thing I will say about the storm. Hail producer. I'm getting so many reports of hail, it's not funny.
Won't be shocked if we get dozens of hail photos here within the hour, which will showcase those.
A lot of cells also coming from Mexico heading towards Texas too, with some decent hail spikes. And so far, Tyler, these mergers have been destructive. I like that. Let's keep it that way. These have been destructive for tornadoes, but really good for large hail. They just canceled the other tornado warning. Exactly what I was saying. There we go.
So yeah, again, right now that again San Angelo's been dropped, so now that means you're now down to no tornado warnings
0.
for now. For now.
For now, I wouldn't be surprised if they issued another one for a potential.
Yeah, potentially, depending on what these storms do here. Looks like, yeah, looks like this storm here that we've been tracking for quite a while is now transitioning into a more damaging wind / large hail threat.
But it's getting out of the pocket of stronger here. Also, the storms near Del Rio having a few hail spikes. I wonder if they're getting some very large hail too. Actually,
Yeah, I know this is far out, but I just want to point out something. Look, yeah, this I got multiple white pixels here, which is nearly the maxed out part of my radar. I know this is far out, so it's not really that accurate, but yeah, that's crazy to look at regardless.
That's hail spikes from that far away. That tells you the storm is filled with large hail. Now,
See, I won't be
is
shocked.
Is there a radar near that? Hold on, let me make sure we get an accurate radar.
Okay.
Sure.
Where
is that radar?
It's yeah.
The best one you can
San
get-
Angelo's the closest. We won't be able to get anything better than that.
Aw, that's unfortunate.
Well, actually, I think
Man, they should put a radar near Del
KMAF might be
Rio.
better. I think I'm gonna check out KMF, but I think that's still far away.
We need to fill those traffic cam holes.
Those, you mean radar holes?
Those 2.
And we got a little bit of a better view. Wow.
Yeah, you
Ooh, even some broad rotation. It's a small comma. Hey, look, Tyler, look. It's even a small comma.
Yep.
Nice.
And yeah, and I just want to point out, those are the, I'm going to go ahead and go to this right here. Again, keep in mind, the SPC does not have authority to put in, risk out here in Mexico, but you can see those strong storms forming in Mexico, too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could probably pull up the Mexican version of the SPC to see what they're calling for.
I forgot what that website was called,
I don't
because I'd
think
never
they
done that
have-
before.
I've never heard of it.
Because every country should have their own version of the SPC and stuff, their own meteorologist stuff. That's
Yeah, and
pretty.
again, those are these are the storms in Mexico that will make its way crossing the border. But again, the reason why this is outside the marginal is because, again, the SPC does not have the authority to put out risks out here.
This might even be a mesoscale interaction trying to happen with 2 of them.
Yeah. Again, major hail spec as well with
cool.
one of the storms as well. So I'm going to just pan out here so you get a general understanding of what we're seeing. And some of those storms up here, we got a massive storm up here. Imagine you can go all the
If
way
you
up
were
here.
in Chevy County in Kansas, if you're driving, please be careful. There's literally near zero visibility over there with blowing dust with winds of 50 miles an hour.
Oh, now we got dust storms in Kansas.
Yeah. Okay. So
13 miles
okay.
northwest of St. Francis.
Okay. So like I was saying, we do have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings up here. We have multiple, repeating it, multiple wind gust reports of about over 60 miles an hour near Ray and Vernon. We also got that severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued, pretty much including basically nothing. That is in effect until 7:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time or 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. I see that just popped up as well.
Wow. That hell spike. It's a very good thing when you don't have a lot of flood.
No idea vertical merging between the west side of this.
I would say we have so many supercells trying to merge. I wouldn't be surprised if we suddenly got surprised with the tornado warning around where a lot of those supercells are trying to merge.
New report came in. Water rescues ongoing in Woodlock, Texas.
I'm not surprised. I'm
And-
guessing that's in Houston.
Yeah, possibly. And something else. Yeah, the SPC did put out another MCD, mesoscale discussion. That will be for very large hail and damaging wind gusts are the primary concerns with that one,
We have another destructive severe thunderstorm.
and that being located in.
Rockland County and Texas.
Oh yeah, I just found it immediately. Okay, so yeah, this is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning northeast of Sheffield. That is because of baseball-sized hail and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And I just want to point out, off topic, you can actually see a rainbow on the traffic camera now. You can actually see a rainbow forming right there. Yeah, that's pretty interesting to look at. That is a rainbow forming. As the clouds are starting, as the sun starts to beam down here for the first time in a while.
The Mexican.
But yeah, back on topic here, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Will be in effect until 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And again, that's more for baseball-sized hail and 70 mile per hour wind gusts. That it does include Interstate 10 between mile markers 327 and 353. And again, that's going to be moving to the northeast over the rural parts of Texas, of southwestern Texas. Again, these are the storms that we have in Texas as well as Mexico at this current time. And we're going to go up to the north where we have more of those severe thunderstorm warnings. Including that one that has a bunch of 60, 55, and 50 mile an hour wind gust reports. Actually, one of them is 54, so basically 55.
Give me a sec. I think I found something.
And right now... Oh, for some reason it brought me over to Puerto Rico for some reason. Oh, tornado warning in effect. Tornado warning south of Vancourt, northwest of Menard. That is a tornado warning in effect, and yeah, that looks like very powerful rotation is trying to develop. So hold on, folks. We got something that's trying to form here. So again, now that will be we're gonna play back the radar just moments before it got warned. That is the same storm that was over San Angelo. So it looks like this storm is not stopping, and it is continuing to be cyclic. This is in effect until 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll on top of the tornado, there is also 2-inch hail. This is moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. So yeah, we have that new tornado warning. This will remain over the rural areas south of Vancourt, Texas, and west of Menard, Texas. So if you're in the rural parts of that area, you need to seek shelter immediately.
I got some good news.
And we also got some possible rotation trying to form on top of that northwest of Menard. Go ahead, Tristan, really quickly.
I just wanted to let you know off top, I might have found a site for the Mexico weather service
Yeah, and you can post it in weather
that has
coverage.
actual radar.
Yeah, you can go and post it in weather coverage, and we'll get that pulled up when it's a good time to do so. But right now, we have this tornado warning that's in effect. With that tornado moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. Again, this will be mainly of the rural part of Texas. It's currently located Wait, hold up 1 second. Oh, things are being annoying right now. I'm having some minor technical difficulties. This is going to be over southeastern Tom Green County. At this current time, it's currently over southwestern Tom Green County. Might be I actually kind of feel a bit under the weather right now, but I think I'm good. But yeah, again, right now that's going to be moving to the southeast at 30. Will remain in effect until 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We have that possible tornado on top of the 2-inch hail, and it looks like we have more mergers happening right now, as the storm south of Eden is now merging with the storm that fired up to its south. And eventually, all of these storms are eventually going to completely merge into one another. And from there, we'll see what happens. But yeah, every single one of these storms seems like it's going to merge together at some point. And it looks like we're getting a lot of... Looks like the next scan is pretty contaminated, so we're going to have to wait for the next one to see... if it's gone any weaker or stronger. Again, we're going to stay live here for a bit longer. And again, we do have that full rainbow now. It looks pretty beautiful to look at.
We also have a decent amount of lightning, by the way.
I'll go and pull up the lightning counter here. Lightning strikes have occurred in the last 20 minutes, and yeah, that's a few lightning strikes. Each one of those pluses is a lightning strike that has occurred in the last 20 minutes.
This is a very interesting Mexico area, actually. So on the one hand, you have a destructive merger somewhat going on in terms of tornado production. of the Eden storm. Well, on the other hand, you might have a destructive merger with the larger supercell, but then that cell that's having the destructive merger may do another destructive merger with the big cell.
Yeah,
That's.
severe
I wonder how
thunderstorm.
this is gonna go, and then another supercell. I apologize.
Yeah, severe thunderstorm warning. I do want to point this out real quick before you continue. Severe thunderstorm warning did get extended, and now including Eden and Melvin, in effect till 7:45 for 2-inch hail and 70 miles an hour wind gust. A tornado possible indicator has been added also. Okay, you can continue.
We got one supercell that merged with it already, another supercell that's merging with a smaller supercell, and now those two mergers are gonna merge within each other. What? Okay then, Texas.
Yeah, and again, right now,
We'll see what happens.
yeah, it looks like that rotation is trying to organize, but it might start struggling a bit because it's going to be violently colliding into this massive storm here. Pretty much within
I really
within
hope
the next
this
hour.
becomes a destructive merger. I really hope.
Yeah, right now that is going to be
Because you got two really good mesocycles.
and there's that tiny storm there as well that's going to be merging directly into its inflow there. It's like very tiny.
This will be interesting.
So we're going to be seeing what happens here for the next hour. And pretty much anything is on the table right now regarding this
So far,
merger.
they look destructive.
Yeah, again, it's a bit too early to tell right now. We'll find out within the next hour by 7 p.m. By the end of 7 p.m. Yeah, again, yeah, looks like rotation is still trying to organize right now, but it might start struggling a bit, or it could be using that that tiny storm to its benefit. But we're gonna find out here in the next scan. Again, that's going to be on top. That's going to be just remain way to the southeast of San Angelo, where the conditions are calming down at this current time. In fact, they've been placed out of a severe thunderstorm warning. Most of our tornado warnings is south of Vancourt, west of Menard. This is where that tornado warning is. So again, we're going to be waiting here, and in the meantime, as we wait for the next scan, let's see if we can get any new information regarding the storms here. And it looks like, don't have much. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check something else here. So yeah, right now it looks like that rotation is really starting to come together now. So again, right now, as you can see, it's gotten stronger. And again, that's going to be crossing the county line. Crossing the point where all those 4 counties cross. So again, we are tracking that as it begins to, seems like it's actually starting to come together here. And I do want to confirm that we did have a tornado that was southwest of Eden, Texas, just moments ago. But that has since lifted, to my understanding. And I do want to say for road information that Highway 87, about 2 miles east of Wall, Texas, semi trucks have been flipped over, causing a traffic jam. And switching back, I'm gonna switch back here. That is basically what we have out of just 2 miles east of Wall, Texas, on Highway 87. We do have semi trucks flipped.
Alright. Well, we might have found our answer.
And right now it looks like let's find. You can see it right now that rotation
That looks
is
destructive.
yeah. Okay, so again, right now that rotation is really starting to come together. We're just gonna wait for the next scan to confirm and make sure it doesn't die out in one scan. Okay, so yeah, this rotation is really starting to come together, y'all. So again, if you're just south of Vancourt, and the rural areas south of Vancourt, west of Menard, and in southeastern Tom Green County, we got a very powerful rotation starting to form and develop. So you need to seek shelter immediately if you're in those general areas. And again, right now we're going to be keeping a very close eye right now as that rotation is starting to really come together. Some people are saying that the tornado is actually on the ground, but I'm unable to confirm that right now.
I did see a small TDS right where the velocity is. I do want another scan to confirm it.
Yeah.
Oh, PDS! Okay, well, I mean...
Alrighty. Okay, so it's time to it's time to focus right now. So all focus will be on this tornado from now on until this dies out. We do have a particularly dangerous tornado warning issued. We're gonna be waiting for that graphic to pop up, which should be at any second. But again, a particularly dangerous situation due to a large tornado that is likely developing at this time, according to the National Weather Service. This is a particularly large tornado. And then the rotation, now confirmed tornado. That is very tight and very strong. Again, right now we're gonna be keeping a close eye on this situation. Waiting for that to pop up. Should be any second. See, it's a radar indicated PDS. Alrighty, so it just popped up. Okay, so the color is not changing for some reason. But this will be your PDS right here. Northwest of Menard. That does include a part of the highway there. Let me see what highway that is. That would be... doesn't say. It does not say what highway that is. But that is also warned for 2-inch hail. It says this tornado will likely remain over... mainly over rural areas of southeastern Tom Green, northwestern Menard, and southwestern Concho counties. This is a particularly dangerous situation moving southeast at 20 miles an hour. Will remain in effect until 7:30 p.m. Central Time, where we have that strong tornado forming. And you can see that drop off and reflectivity there as you get closer to the tornado. So you will not be able to see the tornado as it's now becoming rain wrapped. So again, we're having a strong tornado forming right now over the rural areas northwest of Menard. in Texas. So again, if you're in that general location, you need to seek shelter immediately. And I'm going to play back the radar here. This is just northwest of Menard, Texas. And right now, it looks like some of those, it looks like this merger is about to happen here momentarily as well. So we're going to see how that also affects the tornado. It is now confirmed down. And I'm going to zoom out here so you can get a general understanding of what we're dealing with. You got some severe thunderstorm warnings northwest of Dallas-Fort Worth, including one that's just southeast of Wichita Falls, one of them including Jacksboro, Texas. I remember that place got hit by a tornado a few years ago. And again, we also have some of these severe thunderstorm warnings to the north. We're not switching radars to check them out fully. But again, I do want to point out that we got severe thunderstorm warnings up there as well as we're tracking this tornado. And it looks like that storm has been fully absorbed directly into the main storm as it's beginning to collide with this other powerful storm near Eden, Texas. We will be checking to see if I got any new information. And do want to point out that we still have dangerous flash flooding ongoing, and Leon and Trinity counties in eastern Texas. So I do want to point that out real quick while we're waiting for the next while we're waiting for the next update. And it looks like that rotation is actually seems to have fallen apart a bit. So we're just hoping that remains the case. We'll of course wait for the next scan, but the newest scan shows the rotation completely broadening out. But again, we'll be waiting here for the next scan to confirm that fully. Do want to point out that the severe thunderstorm warning down here, I'm going to see, yeah, it's been downgraded considerably. It was destructive moments ago. It's been pushed closer to Big Lake, Texas. And these storms down here are starting to move closer to Texas as well, about to cross the border. So again, we'll also be keeping an eye on that. But again, this is our tornado warning that has been tagged with a particularly dangerous situation. This will remain into the other county there. This county right here that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. But again, yeah, it just crossed there. We'll eventually see like it might cross western Menard County. Tornado report just came in. So actually, I'm pretty sure because we did get a photo of that. So I'm pretty sure that was the tornado that was on the ground. Because I found a tweet that has that exact same wording that shows a tornado down on the ground. But again, of course, we can't show it because it's from a storm chaser. But yeah, tornado report, remote area southwest of Eden. Tornado reported on the ground. And right now we're just trying to see how this, if it tries redeveloping here. It looks like the rotation did broaden out. And with San Angelo out of it, we'll be taking that camera away, and we will be going back to our radar coverage tab. So yeah, we will not be using those cameras anymore as the storms have moved away from San Angelo. Yeah, again, this is our current rotation here. I highly doubt it's on the ground. Let me check to see. Yeah, so again, it could always redevelop here, but it's definitely not as strong as it once was. It's more broader and not really connected anymore. But yeah, if you're just west of Menard County, in western Menard County, and basically areas west of the town of Menard, you need to seek shelter immediately. Just past the county line into another county there. And I'm going to zoom out once more so you can get a general understanding of what we're dealing with. We got severe thunderstorm warnings northwest of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, southeast of Wichita Falls, Texas. We got some severe thunderstorm warnings located along the interstate here. And going up, we do have more severe thunderstorm warnings as we go higher in Channing, Texas. And then as we go even higher, we got more storms, more severe thunderstorm warnings, including hail reports coming in. We got one that's northwest of Johnson, and then we got one that's near Tribune, and then we got one all the way over here in Colorado. We got more damaging wind gust reports, and then going all the way over here to North Platte, Nebraska, where we have a group of 60-mile-per-hour wind reports. So now we're going to bounce back down to that particularly dangerous situation, and who's joined us?
Earth Central.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I've been keeping an eye on those storms in northwest Arkansas. And actually, if you're down for it, I could pull up my cam, because I could see the storm all the way from Joplin, the one in Fayetteville, east of Fayetteville. Hold on.
Yeah, and for if we have anyone that's for people down in Mexico, here's that graphic. For severe storms. Don't have one, and yeah, you can see right there. Tornado threat is indicated with those tornado symbols right there. Major damaging winds indicated with the red wind symbol. So yeah, again, now that's gonna be where we're gonna have our severe thunderstorm warnings that are already in progress, to be honest, and that'll be crossing into Texas here.
Yeah. So Tyler, if you're down for it, you could show what I'm showing on my cam here, if you're able to.
Yeah, I'll go in and share
with
it.
the storm. Yeah. Like.
Yep,
this is what I'm seeing from Joplin on the storms in northwest Arkansas.
Yeah. Actually,
if the sun was down, I wouldn't be surprised if I'd see sprites coming out of it.
Yeah, and that's the where are you again?
I'm in Joplin, looking southeast towards Fayetteville, Arkansas, and this would be just east of Fayetteville, based on what I'm seeing on radar.
Yeah, and yeah, you can see that storm clear as day out there.
Yeah. So, not expecting much out of it. But considering it's been sitting on that area for a while, I wouldn't be surprised if a flash flood warning gets issued.
Yeah.
But beyond that, it's just gonna be, well, still you want to take precautions because they could get it is electrical, so
Yeah. And remember, if you could hear thunder, then that means you can get struck by lightning.
yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's small hail, and I'm not saying tornado, but I'm not ruling out a land spout either.
Yeah, and
So.
we're kind of going back and forth here between the radar and your coverage there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, if I was closer, I would chase it, but I'm not close enough to chase it.
Yeah.
Let's get there in time.
Well, thank you, Earth Central, for that. Again, Earth Central is one of our chasers there, who's been pretty successful with the 26th event, the April 26th, and New London as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the random Joplin tornado the other day.
Yeah, which we showed there, just, I think yesterday. But yeah, again, thank you, Earth Central, for that. And if there's anything else, is there anything else? If there's anything else that you need to share, then we can always come back to your camera there.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I'll probably hop back on the DoorDash. But yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, and again, that rotation near south of Menard seems to be on its way out. We'll, of course, keep an eye on that right there as it starts merging with that main storm. Oh, yeah, right now we've been covering all the bases right here, and we're gonna go ahead and see if we got anything else that we need to showcase here.
Is there any tornado warnings active?
There's one, and it looks like it had pretty tight rotation, but that has since ceased, and it looks like they just downgraded it. They downgraded the warning. It no longer has the particularly dangerous situation on it, and that's still warned for ping pong sized hail that's moving south at 15 miles an hour. Will be in effect until 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And again, we had that.
Is it tornado possible tagged or no?
No, it is a tornado warning. It's radar indicated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
It was downgraded. Storm.
Yeah, it was a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning just moments ago. And again, right now we're going to be going ahead and covering the bases up here with these storms to the north, since I know we haven't been tracking them that much. So yeah, I just want to cover those bases real quick. We got more photos out there.
Yeah, clouds have been decreasing in the Joplin area, which does have me a little concerned about that.
Yeah, I do want to showcase this. I just got pinged this. This is hail out of Vancourt, Texas. That is baseball-sized hail, according to the person that pinged me this. Don't know where it's from, but yeah, that's really crazy to look at. Yeah, that is baseball to softball-sized hail that did fall over that over Vancourt, Texas. Okay, so now our focus will be here, where we have a severe thunderstorm warning, including Moorfield, Stockville, Maxwell, Brady, North Platte, Maywood, Wellfleet, Hayes Center, among others. This is moving east at 45 miles an hour. Severe thunderstorm warnings were located along a line extending from Lake Maloney State Recreation Area to near Wellfleet, moving east at 45 miles an hour. Warned for 60 mile per hour wind gust and quarter-sized hail. Sorry if I'm mixing up my words a bit. I've been talking a lot over the last few hours. But yeah, this is moving east at 45 miles an hour, like I said. Will be in effect until 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We also got a couple of 60-mile-per-hour wind gust reports, with the highest being 63 near North Platte in Nebraska. And we also have this storm here over here in Colorado, moving east at 25 miles an hour, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-sized tail will remain in effect until 6:45 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And we did have a report there that's probably misreported. Non-thunderstorm wind gust 62 miles an hour. That's definitely misreported. I think they meant to put thunderstorm wind gust, and that's from the Mesonet down there in Hugo. Going down here, we do have another severe thunderstorm warning over here in Kansas here. Moving east at 35 miles an hour, ping-pong sized tail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. This will be in effect until 7:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, as well, and for the other time zone, 8:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And that includes a lot of those areas down there, as you can see highlighted. I'm going to turn off the reports real quick so you can see where it is exactly. That is east of Tribune, Kansas. And now, we do have some of these other storms here. One of them in Channing, Texas. We're going back down to Texas real quick. This will be just south of Channing, Texas. Looks like it might be trying to do something there, but we'll keep an eye on it. Moving east at 25 miles an hour. Warned for ping-pong-sized tail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Will be in effect until 8 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time. And right now, we're going to go ahead and bounce over to this other storm here, to these storms. We're going to go to KFDR, where we have a storm over here just north of Matador, Texas. That includes Turkey, Texas, and Northfield, Texas, among others, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour, according to the warning information. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and half-dollar size tail. Now bouncing over to southeast of Wichita Falls, where we have a severe thunderstorm warning, moving north at 20 miles an hour, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and half-dollar size tail. That'll be moving towards Petrola, eventually longer term. We also got a severe thunderstorm warning moving through Jacksboro, Texas. That is in effect for 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-sized tail, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Will remain in effect till 7:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And now we finally made it all the way back down to these main storms here, where they just took out Wall, Texas, out of the severe thunderstorm warning. And Van Court, you only have a few more minutes until that storm is gone. And Eden, you're going to get some pretty intense rain here soon, as these storms are starting to merge into one giant storm. It's going to be posing a threat for possible a small localized area of flash flooding, depending on what these storms do. That rotation there seems to be on its way out at this point. And we do have some pretty strong wind gusts being observed near Menard, going for Menard currently. Severe thunderstorm warning has been dropped for Shellfield, so you are in the clear. And we also still have that severe thunderstorm warning for 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Moving northeast at 30 miles an hour, so they dropped a considerable tag on it. This will longer term go near Big Lake, Texas, and we'll be seeing what that does at this current time. So, and then we also got these storms down here in Texas, which the Mexico has put out a risk for tornadoes of some of these. So we're gonna go over to this radar site really quickly.
Wait. So we have something trying to go MCS somewhere? Is that in Texas or?
Yeah, Texas.
Tristan's gonna love that. Wherever he went.
And again, you have those strong storms there. That's gonna be making its way towards Eagle Pass in Texas. bouncing down to more along the border, so we can get a closer view at some of these other storms. We do got these storms here that'll be making its way away from the U.S. But we still have some large hail being indicated. But again, that's very high up. But right now, this storm that's slightly closer, that's a bit closer, does have a storm that might parallel against the U.S. Mexico border. If I remember correctly, though, that radar beam has to be positioned higher because of the mountains that are there. So some of that radar data might not be the most reliable. So I'm going to zoom out here so you can get a general understanding of what we have going on. We still have that tornado warning that remains in effect. And I think that should be dropped very soon. And right now that's going to be tracking its way to the southeast. We're going to zoom back in. Yeah, I think I might drop that tornado warning here at any moment. I think it should expire in 10 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, in 10 minutes they will expire if they don't cancel it sooner. Because that rotation seems to be gone now. The only way why I see them continuing it is because if they expect it to suddenly reform again, which the storm has done, to be fair. We do have a 1-inch hail report from way over here with the storm near Wichita Falls. And I think we covered all the bases that there is so far. I'm going to go back and see if we can get more if we can get more photos here.
I guess if anything, could probably check to see if that flash flood warning in Puerto Rico is still in effect.
It is still in effect. I actually accidentally clicked on that warning while I was trying to check out one of the severe thunderstorm warnings.
Okay, so at least, yeah, there you go. Yeah, just turn around, don't drown, and with how mountainous those islands are, be mindful of possible mudslides.
Yep.
And also probably be best to avoid any bodies of water, and that does include the ocean, as water levels would be rising.
And again, right now, this is what we're dealing with right now. Not much happening apart from the places that we already covered. So right now we're just waiting for new information at this current time. And currently, this is our current situation going on right now. And we're just waiting for new information to bring to you. And I did hear that they're just about to drop the tornado warning. That will be west of Menard, Texas. So, we're gonna see if that is surely the case, and see if we can get any new information. Still have that severe thunderstorm warning near Channing, Texas. Still warned for 1.5-inch hail. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts will be in effect until 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And I'm gonna go ahead and update. And while we're in this calm period, I'm finally gonna update some of our graphics here.
Now it's gonna find where 102, so I can find 302. 102. Oh, okay. There, right there. Yeah, there's a motorcycle event going on in Joplin.
Interesting.
Yeah, Joplin's having a pretty interesting weekend.
Again, right now we're kind of in a calm period right now in terms of tornadoes. That tornado warning is expected to be dropped here soon. Okay, so now we do have some new information. We do have that severe thunderstorm warning that was for Jacksboro has been extended to now include Runaway Bay, Lake Bridgeport, Chico, Lowly, and just a part of Fruitland. Moving northeast at 20 miles an hour, warned for 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and half-dollar sized hail. Will remain in effect until 8:15 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, that is and then we also have that new severe thunderstorm warning that just got extended now into Oklahoma. That's now northeast of Wichita Falls. That's just south of Cookie Town, which nearly got hit by a tornado, and was also and some of these other places we are actually familiar with, actually, considering we had a few tornadoes over here over the last few days. But no tornadoes expected with this one yet. This is moving north at 20 miles an hour, warned for 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and half-dollar sized hail. And again, that will be warned until 8:15 p.m. Central Time. I just want to let some people know that John Ferris has been put out of the severe thunderstorm warning, but has been upgraded to considerable. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. The storm that's north of Matador, Texas, that includes Turkey, Northfield, Flomont, and other areas as well. That's been upgraded to considerable for tennis ball sized hail, so 2.5-inch hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. When northeast at 40, will remain in effect until 7:45 p.m. Central Time. And we also have another severe thunderstorm warning that has been extended further to now include. Actually, this one's been issued for quite a bit, but this one's now including Lexington, Smithfield, Elwood, Dar, Willow Island, Gothenburg, Cozard, and among other areas where we have this very powerful line of storms that is projected to move east at 55 miles an hour. Will remain in effect until about 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time, and we actually have to bounce all the way to Virginia, where we have a tornado, I keep forgetting, severe thunderstorm warning. We're not in tornado mode anymore. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect southwest of Harrisonburg, in effect for Mount Crawford, Bridgewater, and Dayton, moving east at 10 miles an hour, so very, very slow moving. Will be warned for 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-sized hail, in effect till 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This is all the way in Virginia, where we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. So yeah, it looks like now they're definitely gonna drop that tornado warning. So yeah, they have issued a severe thunderstorm warning, including Menard and Clio, as well as London, Norfolk Junction, Texas. They have put this as considerable for 2-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is moving south at 20 miles an hour and warned until 8:30 p.m. Central Time. A tornado possible indicator has been put on the storm, so that means they will 100% drop that tornado warning for that storm that produced that large tornado. And right now we're going to be seeing, so right now, this storm here, we've been tracking for a while. I've been tracking this all the way back, I'm pretty sure, at Robert Lee. And we've seen this go through San Angelo, where it produced a baseball-sized hail. It's no longer producing baseball-sized hail, but again, that just shows you the power of the storm that we have. Looks like a massive drop in reflectivity there. Pretty interesting to see. But again, that is the new severe thunderstorm warning. And yep, they have just dropped that tornado warning. So we are now down to 0 tornado warnings for now. Hopefully that remains the case for the remainder of the stream. And they also dropped the severe thunderstorm warnings for Jolly. So you are out of the severe thunderstorm warning. Jacksboro, they dropped the severe thunderstorm warning just behind you, but you're still in a severe thunderstorm warning with the new one. Bouncing up real quick, we do have a smaller severe thunderstorm warning that was issued for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts moving east at 20. There's going to be over the rural areas of northern Caroni County. At this time, there's no real towns being named on my end. And do want to point out, we also have another severe thunderstorm warning issued up north from McCook, Bartley, Cuthbertson, and Stratton in Nebraska. Moving east at 30 miles an hour, will be warned for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Will last until 8:45 p.m. Central Time. So we currently have 14 severe thunderstorm warnings as this event begins to transition so far into a more damaging wind slash large hail event, where a tornado or two is not out of the out of the question. So while we do have this calm period, let's go ahead and show you some stuff that we have. First off, reminder to have your phones charged. We do have power outages. Mainly in Texas and the Virgin Islands. 10,000 people out of 36,000. I'm pretty sure that's from the flash flooding we have there. But yeah, this is in Texas so far, where we do have some power outages. About 16,000 people out and rising. And won't be surprised if we do get a small uptick here in Nebraska, where we have that a severe thunderstorm warning moving through with powerful winds. So yeah, that is your reminder to keep your phones charged if you're in a severe weather risk for any of them, not just today. Okay, now let's go ahead and look ahead. So tomorrow, on May 4th, 2024, we have another area. So this is basically, I'm pretty sure, the marginal we had last stream. They have upgraded that for a 10% chance significant for stronger tornadoes, a 15% chance for damaging winds, and a 30% significant for more larger hail of over 2 inches. And in the discussion here, you don't have to worry about any of this. I know that's weather nerd talk, but this right here is the thing that you should be looking at right here. Several storms may produce very large to giant hail, and a couple strong tornadoes are possible. That's something we'll keep an eye on. And then tomorrow we do have a marginal risk, including San Antonio, Austin, Fort Worth, Dallas, and Arlington, Texas. So a lot of major areas in Texas are under the gun there. for a marginal risk. Isolated strong to severe thunderstorm warnings appear possible for that area. And now here is our next area that we'll be keeping an eye on from day 4 to day 6. So this is gonna be from May 6th all the way up to May 8th. So to kick things off, we do have this area here for 30% chance, including Wichita, Kansas, and Hastings, Nebraska. And we also have, and then tomorrow onto May 7th, we do have another broad area for severe weather across parts of the Midwest and the Plains. And the day after, more part of the Plains and parts of the South are going to be under the gun for the severe weather. Now, something I want to show you is that the thing that says here, it says severe weather outbreak possible on day 4, aka Monday. A multi-day period of organized severe weather thunderstorm potential appears likely. And right now we're gonna see again. There's for this one a corresponding rapid increase in low-level shear. That's one of the things for tornadoes. Will likely support a continued threat for tornadoes of any discrete convection. Some of these tornadoes could be strong. So again, that's something that you hardly see the SPC do. That's kind of something that you don't really see them call this far out. Normally you start seeing them use that kind of wording on day 2 and day 3. So that's something we will be definitely keeping an eye on. Do want to point out that they have issued a mesoscale discussion. Mesoscale discussion 621, increasing severe wind gust threats in south central Nebraska and south central Kansas. An organized line of storms that could produce 60 to 75 mile an hour wind gusts is possible as it moves southeast. So again, this is something that we're going to be seeing this cross into Nebraska and then into Kansas. This is why we need you to have your phones charged here in that general area, as we could be seeing an uptick in power outages. And we're going to be seeing, I'm going to check some in here. And right now, let's go back to the radar, see if anything's changed. Okay, so now we have a severe thunderstorm warning in between these two here. Warned for 1.25 inch hail and 16 mile per hour wind gusts. And then bouncing, let's see what else we had issued. Okay, we're gonna go over here. We do have now on severe thunderstorm warning, now including Ellie, Lakeview, Lissay, Bryce, Pulaska, Tampico, and Turkey. This is moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. This is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for tennis ball sized hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Again, in effect till 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And then as let's see if there's anything else we need to cover. We have that severe thunderstorm warning all the way out there in Virginia. So right now, in terms of tornadoes so far, that side of the coin has calmed down significantly. And keep in mind, a few tornadoes are still possible. It's not out of the question just yet. And I just want to point out that this just came in. 3.5 inch hail southwest of Turkey. So yeah, that just came through. I think I actually missed that. But yeah, that's why they went with that. 3.5 inch hail. That is very, very large hail. And yeah, so again, if you're in this general area, it's best that you just remain indoors. Potentially have your car protected just in case from the hail that's currently falling. Okay, so now, as we're tracking this here, we have another severe thunderstorm warning for $half sized hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts for Barnhart, Mertzon, and other areas as well. This is southwest of San Angelo. So part of me wants to quickly check while we still have daylight if we have like any view of that storm in the distance. I highly doubt we do. Alright, yeah, we don't. But I just want to show you. I'm going to show these cameras anyway. But yeah, that is and also so I can have these fixed and ready to go. But yeah, that's from San Angelo right now, where we had those severe thunderstorm warnings move through. Pretty calm right now. There's probably going to be some scattered rainfall as well from some of those storms. Right now, clear, mixed, kind of a little bit of sunshine in some of these cameras. But again, that could change here as you have more storms, as we have more storms on the way towards San Angelo. So I think you remember, if you've been joining us for a while, I think Storm Team or Tristan said how these storms will be moving pretty erratically. None of these storms are moving in the same direction as each other. It's pretty much a free-for-all. So these ones are moving northeast, and these ones are moving southeast. So again, each one of these storms are moving in all sorts of different directions. As we now approach 20 severe thunderstorm warnings. So again, that's going to be, we're going to go ahead and see if we got anything else. Okay, so yeah, so that new severe thunderstorm warning was from this storm here, so we'll take a look. Go in and take a look. And again, right now, that's going to be... Okay, so yeah, this severe thunderstorm warning is considerable for 2.5-inch hail. This does include Memphis, Texas, Newland, Texas, and more of those general areas moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. For tennis ball sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, this is the same area where we had those... that 3.5-inch hail report. I just want to point out that what the National Weather Service said for impact. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, sidings, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, sidings, and trees. So that's a considerable severe thunderstorm warning where we had that 3.5-inch hail report. And again, that's something we'll be keeping a close eye on. And we also got this rule storm over here, southeast of Chandler, Texas right here, which we'll also keep an eye on for 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts moving east at 25 miles an hour. Again, we do have, let's see here. We also got a massive severe, yeah, that's a massive severe thunderstorm warning that got issued. There's a 60-mile-an-hour, 61-mile-an-hour wind gust report just northwest of Burlington, Colorado. This does include Burlington, nope, this includes Colorado and Kansas. And again, this is going to be in effect until 7:45 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 8:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time as it crosses time zones. Severe thunderstorm warnings were located along a line extending 8 miles southeast of McDonald to 7 miles north of Goodland to 4 miles south of Burlington to 15 miles south of Seibert, moving south at 40 miles an hour. This is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for nickel-sized hail and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And slightly off topic, we just, for the first time in channel history, have 100 views on the live stream. So again, I just want to go ahead and quickly thank everyone for the support that you've been having since we've started this whole thing. So I just want to thank everyone for that. But yeah, back on topic here. We still have that massive severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued. That also includes Goodland, Kansas, by the way. We have that line of storms that will be moving into the area. And I think so far, in terms of tornadoes, I think this will be a good place to potentially wrap this up, as I do have to go now. But yeah, again, we will be expecting more severe weather, more severe thunderstorm warnings, and possibly a few more tornado warnings. But again, I do have to go now, so I do have to end the stream here since there's no one here to take over. So again, thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for all the support. And this has been Watching the Skies, watching for everything. Good night.